Should probably share on good old Twitter. It says it's waiting for me, but I started. Why are YouTube's not? Oh, there we go. I'm like, why is it not working?
I'm tweeting
Yep,
it.
me too. Spell that right.
Did you put it live?
Yep.
Okay.
We're live.
I just have the chat open.
Yeah, I've noticed YouTube always has like a bit of a delay.
Yeah. I just wasn't paying attention to like the screen actually. So
yeah, I know it too. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben. Sorry, we're like busy on social media tweeting everything out. So
yep. We gotta make sure we can get that tweet out.
Give us 2 seconds. We're millennials. We have to tell everybody what we're doing.
All the time.
All the time.
Hi, Zachary.
Good evening, Zachary.
I think I said that like a vampire.
Goody. I was channeling that Vine. I don't know if you know that Vine where the guy slides down the ramp and good evening.
I have not seen that one.
Oh,
I've seen a lot of Vines.
I love it. It's one of those like sliding into your DMs memes.
Okay. My cat has chosen right now to play with the chair. Hi. Every time, I swear, like, I have so many bloopers from just, like, me and my cats because I sit down in front of the webcam and they're just like, now is the time to play and be loud because you're not paying attention to me. I'm just like, oh my god. Stop.
My dogs have learned not to bother me when I'm filming.
That's
mostly because I yell at them. What are you doing?
Yeah. Cats don't listen as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, and I try to like put them in the bedroom sometimes, but then they'll like want to fight with like each other.
Yeah.
And so then Matt's just like, they won't leave each other alone. So it's best to have like just let Callie do whatever and then cut her out. Because she'll walk across the table in front of me. He like
wants to be part of the video.
Playing with boxes. And I'm like, sit on my lap and we can have a cuddle session. He's like, that's just not good enough because you're not talking to me. Every now and then you can like see your tail in the corner of a video. But, yeah.
You take what you can get. Sometimes you just gotta leave it in. If it's just a tail, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey Azul, hey Chris. We're just chilling for a second.
Yeah, let some
give everyone a second to
people get in here. I feel like I got burped. I had coffee a little bit ago because I was starting to feel tired. I was like, oh no.
My girl, I got my wine. I'm good.
Nice.
Huge glass. It was buy one get one free at the grocery store, so I figured why not. I've never tried it before, but
nice. My sister works at a winery. Ooh. She is the assistant winemaker, so she makes the wine.
Damn.
So
does that mean you get free wine?
Used to. I don't drink anymore, but not for like any dramatic reason. I just don't. Because people always go, "Oh," and I'm like,
like they assume like
just don't. Or like they then apologize for offering me a drink, and I'm like, it's fine, like chill. Yeah, I just don't drink, and so but yeah, I used to get free wine because she goes to like events.
Yeah,
I live in Missouri, so she goes to like stuff in St. Louis all the time, and all these wine companies like come together, and so she brings home wine from like all over the country and places. So her basement's just like filled with boxes of like so she would give me the stuff that was like sweeter that she's like, here, this tastes like grape juice. You won't like it.
That's the kind of job I need to have, man. Which would you rather have to face in zombies?
I am wearing a
Trash
zombie t-shirt.
Xenomorph is like the perfect, what is it? Perfect specimen or perfect predator or whatever. Or is that Predator? No, that's Predator.
What is it from Alien?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
There's no way I'd survive that. Zombies.
Nope. Well, that photo on Killer Flicks that was like your birth month, and I think I got Alien, and I was like,
oh, did you?
Nope.
I got Predator, and I was like, I'm fucked. Like,
maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know the difference because I'm bad with those films.
Well, we'll find out when we start to answer these questions if we have the same
we will.
month. Do you want to wait a little bit more? Or do you want to start? It's up to you.
I mean, I guess we can go ahead and start, and anybody who is behind is behind. I'm actually gonna post in Killer Flicks real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
We get a going.
Go for it. Trash picture. We will answer that question over the course of the evening, I'm sure.
Yes. Fave Scream Queens. Yeah, for sure. I've done like a whole video on my Scream Queens, actually. So if you want to check that out.
We will answer it surely in the evening, I'm positive.
And if we don't during the quiz, then we'll take questions like after.
Microphone stay.
I know. Mine's like, I don't know if you have this one. Mine's like this one. And the stand is shitty. Tiny ass thing in it. And there's like no real way that you can like set it down and have it work properly.
No, I got the little like snowball thing. It's just at an awkward angle where it's like really low, so I'm trying to like tilt it upwards and it's not.
Yeah, see, mine's always at an awkward angle. Yeah, but I've discovered it reaches pretty far, so that's good. Okay, so posted it in Killer Flicks, so we don't know the alien. You don't with Zachary, or are you making fun of me because I don't? Alright. And it's funny because it's one of my best friend's like favorite like horror franchises.
Wait, you haven't seen them? Or you're just not familiar with them?
No, I've seen them, I just don't know them.
Okay.
Not like super hardcore alien fan. Okay, so want to get into this quizzing?
Yeah. Do we want to talk about why we're why this is the theme of our live stream?
I guess I can kind of do it since it's on my channel. So for those who don't know, we're basically twins. No, we have the same favorite. We're gonna talk favorite scary movie, which is Scream, of course. We're both vegan. We both have all-time low tattoos. Mm-hmm. I think a million other things that will probably be covered in this quiz. I'm trying to remember all the like weird.
Yeah, we basically just found out that like we had all these like crazy weird things in common, and we thought it was funny, and so we kind of brought up like forever ago. I think it was before the creepy channel crawl, like, oh, haha, we should do like a live stream about it or something. Mm-hmm. And then you were the responsible one. It was like, hey, like, let's actually do the live stream for it. And we're like, okay.
Oh, well, because you were like, there's quizzes we can do, and I was like, let's do it. And then I was like, are we actually gonna do? I want to be included.
Basically, Ben, yes, it's just that's what happened.
Yeah.
Did we just become best friends?
Best friends. Yep. Yep. Basically, I'm pretty sure we used those gifs at like one point.
We did. It was like a GIF war when we were doing that. Okay, so what I did is I copy and pasted like a horror movie tag and a get to know me tag, just like a questionnaire. And I thought it would be fun if we could just like answer them like off the cuff. I didn't look at them. Well, let me rephrase that. I looked at the get to know me tag like 5 minutes before you called, just because it was like 50 questions. And I was like, let me see if I can cut this down a little bit. So I took out some questions that were just silly and not useful for our purposes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so we haven't looked at the questions beforehand, and I can't remember where I got them. They're just like generic, like get to know me tag, horror movie tag. Like they're nothing special. I don't think I'm stealing from anybody. I'm sure I'm stealing from somebody, but everyone's done these tags, so it's whatever.
Okay, so you want to do like the get to know me one first?
Yeah, I figured well you can do that one first because that kind of has general info. I left this one in here. Let's see if we have this in common. What's your full name?
Elizabeth Ann Hoopa.
Oh my God, stop. Okay.
What?
Okay, I was totally joking, but my middle name is Ann too.
How do you spell it?
A-N-N.
Mine's with an E.
Ah!
Because it's after a first name. It's my grandma's first name.
Oh, okay.
So people are always like, "That's weird," and I'm like, "Well, because it's after a name." So, but yeah.
I'm Victoria Ann Cirillo.
Okay, that's
funny. Oh my God, I didn't think we were. Obviously, I was like, "Oh, that'll be funny." Like, obviously, our names aren't the same.
But
JK. Hey, Dino.
Hey, Dino.
Okay. Second question. Zodiac sign. I'm Cancer. Yeah. I think that was one of the ones that we what? Oh, the date?
Mm-hmm.
I'm June 23rd.
25th.
Of June? Shut the fuck up. Wait, am I allowed to curse on your channel? I didn't.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I curse in my videos.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I love how I ask after I drop an F-bomb.
I know. I'm pretty sure Gory did the same thing during the stream. She was like, "Wait, can I?" And I was like, "Yes." I'm like, "Do you guys not watch my channel yet?" No, just kidding. I sometimes do. I try to. I mean, it's horror. Like, who really?
Yeah.
I try not to channel, but
the monetization thing. Although since I'm not a partner anymore right now, I've been cursing up a storm because what are they gonna do? Demonetize me?
I know. That's how I feel too. I'm like, ain't shit they can do. Like,
right? Yeah.
Okay,
that's funny. I didn't realize. I don't think that was one of the things we had talked about earlier. I didn't know our birthdays were that close.
No, I think we both knew we were Cancer, but I don't think we knew it was that close. That's freaky.
Is it the same year? Do you mind if I ask 90. What year? Oh, okay. I'm 92. Close.
Oh,
so
you're youngin'.
Shut. You're only 2 years older than me. Shut up. Not old. Okay. Third question is name 3 fears that you have.
Oh. I guess heights. Kind of the dark, but I'm kind of getting over that. All of mine I feel like I'm getting over. Like, most of them are like standard stuff. Like, I don't want to say being murdered is a fear because I don't think anybody would. Kind of clowns, but I've kind of gotten a little bit over that.
I'm definitely not afraid of clowns. I would definitely agree with you on heights. Okay. Afraid of heights. Well, when I'm not strapped in or anything. If it's like a roller coaster, I'm fine.
Oh, I hate roller coasters.
Roller coasters I can do. Spiders. And Azul just put that in the chat too. Spiders. I fucking hate them.
I mean, they're just being spiders.
Yeah.
It depends.
And yeah, I guess I'll go with the dark too. I mean, everyone's inherently afraid of the dark, and it's not actually the dark; it's what's in the dark, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I can't see if something is happening in the dark.
Okay, 4th question is name 3 things you love, and I'm gonna go ahead and say let's not say horror movies because that's a given. Like obviously,
okay.
So 3 things that you love that are not horror movies.
Okay. I guess my cat. Like I'm trying to think of how what we're supposed to say exactly.
Anything.
Spider-Man.
You said Spider-Man?
Yes, I am obsessed. Actually, one of my very good friends was in LA for the Avengers premiere. She just got to go to the red carpet, not the actual movie, but the hotel she was staying in, Tom Holland was at her pool. Dude. And she was sending me Snapchats, and she got to get in the hot tub with him, and I was like, I I hate you. Like, I'm a part of me was like, girl, get it, and I'll be excited for you. But another part of me was like, girl, don't, because I'll be kind of mad. No, but so Spider-Man, because I'm obsessed. My wall behind me is like all or in front of me is all Spider-Man. And then I guess my family / boyfriend.
Your family / boyfriend.
You gotta throw that in there.
Okay, I have to say my dogs. So we're kind of similar in that. Pets.
I mean, I love dogs. I just don't have any.
My dogs. What else? I love how I'm the one that said non-horror, and now I can't think of anything. I love
obsession. Like anything.
Books.
Books, true.
Books. 1 bookshelf. 2 bookshelf. Books. And writing. I'll say writing.
See, and that's where we're kind of not in common. I'm not a big reader. I've always been really picky. Like, I really gotta be drawn in by the book right away, or else I'm just like. So I always end up rereading the same stuff.
That makes sense. It's like, it's a time commitment too. You know, a movie is like
really
an hour and a half of your life, but a book like could potentially take like weeks, a month, months. Zachary says there's only one Tom Holland.
There's only one Tom Holland. Yep. Well, and she said she thought Tom Hiddleston was staying in the hotel.
Oh, fuck. That's it. I would just go full on stalker.
I know, right? I was so mad. I was like, yeah, enjoy bathing by the sun, or bathing by the pool in the sun, fucking hot tubbing with Tom Holland and stalking Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, all the time. That would have been done for me. I would have been full on fan girl, full on stalker.
I know, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a bummer. She said this year, because she's gotten like the last 2, I think, times, and she said this year they put up like big walls, so like you couldn't even like see anybody. She didn't get to like meet anyone.
Maybe people were getting too like unruly or crazy.
Maybe. Yeah, she got to meet Chris Evans last year, and I think Tom Hiddleston, and she said they were both really nice. I was like, of course they are. Captain America.
He has to be nice. He has an image to protect now. He can never be awful ever again, because everyone's just going to refer to him as Captain America.
I mean, it really is. Like, I follow him on Twitter, and I'm just like, you really are Captain America.
The true Captain America.
That's, I guess, my other thing. Well, I said Spider-Man, but Marvel in general. But.
Okay, we can throw it to encapsulate Marvel as well.
Yeah.
Okay, this one might have something in common. What is the last song you listened to?
Oh, I was listening to Cardi B earlier.
Okay, never mind.
I like rap. It's a very random.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I listen to all different kinds of music. Rap is one that I'm very limited.
Yeah, see, I don't like a lot of new artists. I listen to mostly like older artists, like NWA. Knew who they were before Straight Outta Compton came out, and like I'm just blanking on old rap artists now because I can't think once I put on the spot. But so I guess Moneybag by Cardi B was the last song playing on my Spotify.
Oh, okay. Crap, I'm gonna need to look up I don't remember the name of it, but it was the new State Champs song. Because my brother told me they came out with a new song.
I never got into State Champs. They're
basically all-time low. Come on.
I know, and everybody praises them. I just never got into them. Well, and I also haven't listened to All Time Low. Like, I think the last album I listened to was, I'm trying to think. I bought Dirty Work, and then the album after that I listened to on Spotify. But that was like the last time. So I haven't really, like, every now and then I'll still break them out.
Yeah.
I mean, I sent you on Instagram that I was listening to them. But like every now and then I bust out like their old albums, but it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, their
But
last
I've
two
also been
albums were like
listening.
so.
I also started listening to them like 10 years ago.
Right.
When their first album came out. I'm definitely not the same person I was when I was 17, 18, and obsessed. So.
Oh, I am totally the same person I was.
I mean, some stuff never changes.
Zachary State Champs is a pop punk band. You probably have no idea. He asked, "What the fuck is State Champs?"
Yeah, they're a pop punk band. I'm still like hello pop punk at heart. I mean, most of my tattoos are pop punk bands.
Yeah.
So.
True Blue fan.
Yep.
Okay.
I got.
No, that was perfect because it leads into the next question. How many piercings / tattoos do you have?
Oh, I just recently updated. I have, I think, 10 tattoos.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so I have the one on my ankle, my all-time low one, which is on my foot. Academy is one's on my wrist. Just don't give in, don't give up.
Nice.
From We Got a Big Mess on Our Hands. I always count them in order, so I'm like trying to think. I have a Sleeping with Sirens one on my shoulder.
Damn, you really do have so many pop punk tattoos.
This Man Overboard one.
Nice.
I feel like I'm missing ankle, foot, shoulder, wrist, arm, all One Direction one on the back of my arm, my ghost face one, and then this smiley face. So that's 9. I feel like I'm missing one, but I don't think I am. So 9. And so then I think I have 8 piercings because I have this. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I've done the piercing tag, so I've been open about where all my piercings are, so I don't care that much.
Nice.
So yeah.
Well, I'm a poor girl, and I only have 1 tattoo right now, which is
expensive.
They are expensive. Yeah. They are a monetary commitment.
Yeah. Well, and I got my first one on my ankle when I was 18 with my parents and my sister. And then my foot one I got when I was 18 as well. And then it was quite a long time before I got any more. And I kind of try to get one every like year apart. Yeah. But it is expensive. And it's usually either with like birthday gift money or my last, 3 technically, because this one and that one I got at the same time were with tax return money.
Nice.
And I will say
tax return money is another good one if you got a good refund.
Yeah, my last 3 tattoos are all great. All my ones before that are not my favorites. So I'll just say that I probably didn't spend that much on them.
Oh, okay, I see. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have the one all-time low one. It's on my rib cage.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. That was I think that was the craziest thing when we found out we had that at common. I was just like, no fucking way. Like,
you're like, is your email address for all?
Oh yeah, it was your email address.
And then I was like, I have a tattoo, and you're like, so do I.
It was a whole thing, you guys. All right.
Yeah. Taking Back Sunday is my favorite band of all time, but I don't have any tattoos for them.
I've only seen them live once.
I've only seen them live once either.
Oh, yeah.
But there is a guy I know who's seen them like a million times because he sees them every time they're like in Chicago or here nearby. Yeah, I want to get a Taking Back Sunday tattoo really bad. My problem is because they're my favorite band, I have like a hard time with being like, I want it to be great and perfect. Yeah. And I don't really know exactly what I want because they have so many great lyrics and it's just a stressful decision to make.
You can just do. I saw one tattoo. Well, no, you do have one on your back though. You said. I saw literally an all-time low tattoo where somebody got like the whole song, like all the lyrics of Jay-Z Ray, all down their back.
That is crazy. And of all the songs, really, like that song,
I don't know. Everyone loves that song.
it's a great song.
It is a great
and
song.
It's amazing live. I just don't, the lyrics aren't that deep.
Yeah, like.
Anyway.
You can just take all your favorite lyrics and just put them all down there.
True. I did actually, and I'm so glad I didn't get it, because when I was in my early 20s and really obsessed, I designed like an entire side piece for All Time Low and got it like quoted by a tattoo artist, did everything.
Wow.
I just never did it, and thank God, because now I would have an entire side piece obsessed to a band that I don't listen to. Whew.
Hey, we all make mistakes. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't regret any of my tattoos.
Yeah.
Like, because I wanted them when I got them, so.
Okay.
Oh, I'm jealous, Ben. I've seen them 3 times.
3 times.
That's awesome.
They don't come down here that often.
Yeah. And anytime they go, I always find out like a last minute.
Yeah.
And then I can't go see them.
Yeah. I only see like the ones that like are from here the most often, like May Day Parade and A Day to Remember, because they're from Florida.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Those are the
I've seen All Time Low quite a few times. And even though I don't really listen to them that much, they're like still one of my favorite bands to see live, because they're just
really good live.
Really fun.
Yeah.
And they always like interact with people and bring people on stage and let people play in songs. It's always just a fun time.
Yeah, yeah. So, no, they're really good live. 100%.
Like the last time they came to Columbia, I like went and saw them, and it was with Man Overboard, so that was really awesome. Nice. I got to see both of them. Cat hair and dust.
I understand.
Okay.
Dog hair
next
version.
Question.
Okay, next question. What is the reason you started the original question was blog, but I just revised YouTube channel.
So I wanted to start one. And then I don't have like some deep like story. Like I feel like people who have been on YouTube a really long time always have like some I just uploaded a video one day story. I wanted to be a YouTuber, to be honest. I actually put a lot of my old videos private recently because they're so bad and I just can't stand to look at them. Because I tried to do like, I wanted to be like a beauty guru or whatever, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my channel. And when I started, like I'm pretty good at makeup now, but I was bad. So, like, I could not have been trying to teach anyone makeup, like no. So a lot of those are like privated, and then honestly, and I think, well, I talked about this in my horror tubers, like Women of Horror Month video, but basically watching people like horror gal Susan and she's Horror Vixen on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Hello Horror.
Hello Horror, yeah.
And Lindsay. I mean, back when she was that horror. Yeah. Just watching them like do horror stuff, and then I think I did like I think my first one was like the horror fan tag or whatever, and I did that, and then I just had so much fun just doing that tag even, that I started like wanting to do more horror related stuff, and I think maybe my second video was me designing these ghost face shoes that I actually still have. And that might have been my second horror related video. I can't remember, but because I watched Hello Horror make her pinhead heels.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so like just watching them and doing like more horror related stuff on my channel, I was just like, yes, like this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I want to do. And then like, you know, I mean, you go through those bumps in YouTube where you're just kind of like, oh, I don't know. And then honestly, like Casey from why am I blanking on people's channel? Yeah, she followed me on the horror what's it called? Amino app. I like followed her on there, and she
I'm
followed
never
me.
on, but I have an account.
I know, right? I basically just post my YouTube videos. And then like, so I followed her on there, and then like went and followed her on all these other social media accounts, and she followed me back, and she had like this huge following, and she was like the first big-ish YouTuber person that had like a lot of following on all their social media accounts that like interacted with me, and she was so sweet. And I talked about this in my Women of 4 Months video as well, but she just was like so welcoming and so like cool, and like supported me and was just amazing. And it was just awesome to have somebody that had such a big following, like, because I think I had less than 100 at that time. Like, you're interacting with me? Like, that's crazy. That doesn't happen really in any other section of YouTube, unfortunately. Maybe sometime with gamers, but like, that really doesn't happen. And then Emma followed me on Instagram. Took her a while to follow me on Twitter, but she got there. No, she followed me on Instagram and would like interact on there. And so like just slowly people and like you and just people interacting with me. And it was just like so great that it was like, yes, this, like, I am sticking with horror. This community is great. Like, it doesn't matter the size of your channel. Like, Lee from Drum Dums, like, I consider him a great friend. And I'm like, you have 12K subscribers. I have less than 500. And you consider me a friend? Like, that was, to me, was just like, this community is so fucking great. Like, it doesn't matter your size. Like, we're all friends. So
it really is. Mine.
My Chemical Romance.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
Oh, I love them.
I'm so jealous. I never got to see them live before they.
I saw them twice.
Nice.
I saw them when they toured with Blink-182 and Rancid, so that was really cool.
Nice.
Because that was like 3 bucket list bands. I was like, okay, so your turn, because I've babbled on.
I was thinking about MCR.
Oh, yeah.
My channel, I've said it on my channel a few times. When I was getting my master's in new media journalism, like the whole program or whatever was about like niche journalism writing, like, you know, find your specific audience, that sort of thing. So like, you know, thinking about what I like to do, I was like, oh, well, I'll do horror because that's what I like. I like horror movies, Halloween, blah, 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 blah. So I made a site for that, but that was all like journalistic writing and everything. So that's not like opinionated stuff. And I wanted somewhere where I could like review horror movies and like geek out a little bit and not be serious, objective journalism all the time. So I made the YouTube channel, also mostly in an effort to just like get all of the social media sites with my username that I had picked out, Nightmare Maven. You know, just in case, you know, you got to like get all the bases
in place.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to get all the bases. And yeah, I mean, I don't even really remember. It kind of like just happened the same way for you, I guess. Like, I started like finding other horror channels and they started interacting with me, like Horror Gal Susan. I don't know if she was like the first person that did, but she was one of the first ones I know. And Gory from Horror Addicts. And they were just like so nice and, you know, interacted with me, shared my channel. And then I remember I was on a Ghouls Night Out with Gory when she first started it for Women in Horror Month. And that's when it's just been growing ever since.
Yeah.
And that's
Gory's amazing at supporting.
Yes, she is.
Us little people.
I needed to write that book. What was that? The celebrity that wrote that? Or no, it was like a movie, like, how does she do it? Or I don't know how she does it or something like that. I feel like that's Gory's life. Like, I don't know how she does it. Like,
I know, right?
Especially with the creepy channel crawl, how she like was scheduling like training sessions for live streaming. And then she like
I wish I had
so
her work ethic.
And then literally right after they did like the Oscar thing, like the Oscars.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what the
Oscars.
are you guys doing? Like,
I know. They're freaking crazy. And they do hour-long streams and stuff.
oh gosh. Their streams are intense. Not quite on Count Jacula level of like intense, like 13+ hour streaming, but they can go for pretty long too, the horror addicts.
If I had the time, I totally would, but I don't. I work 40-hour week. I probably could. It would just be my entire 3 days off, and I wouldn't be able to make videos. So if you guys would rather I stream than make videos, no, yeah, those two are crazy workaholics, and well, so are you though. You plan out your shit like a month in advance. Like
I know.
I'm like a last minute planner. I'm horrible.
I think it's cool if I say this because it's gonna happen like next week. Like Lizzie wanted to collab on something else too, which I guess I won't say. I'll leave that a surprise. But I was like, we were like trying to plan it out, and I'm like, well, I plan my videos like a month in advance. So.
Well, and I figured you did, so I was like, whenever you want to post, it's fine.
I was like a psycho, so I need to like.
No, I'm good. Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you wanted to talk about that. We're not gonna tell you guys what it is, but on the 3rd, right? We're gonna have.
Yeah, I think I'm checking my calendar right now.
On the 3rd, we're gonna have a video collab. So.
Hi, Dice Rollin'. Hi, Queenie.
You're subscribed to both of us. Hi, Queenie. Hi, Dice.
I just saw they popped in.
Wolfpack.
I know, right?
I'm not gonna howl loudly because my
you guys that just jumped in, we're just doing a fun little questionnaire to see how much we have in common.
Yes. Okay, so next question. Hate my rambling.
Okay, I liked this question. It's kind of like deep-ish, but I think it'll be fun to talk about. Something you really want, and I'll just go ahead and modify that to like something you really want in terms of your YouTube channel, like a goal or an aspiration or something like that. It can be anything. Ooh. It can be anything, but if you want to make it related to your YouTube channel, then
to get that YouTube partner program, get the money to earn. No, just kidding. So basically, what I'm gonna ramble again. Sorry, guys. What happened on my end was that I had it because it was basically like free for all. You just had to sign up. Right, and then they changed it to the 10K whatever views. I got that 10K whatever views, and then like half month or whatever, I was like waiting for it. They changed it to this new fangled, impossible to reach unless you're already there bull hockey. No, just kidding. You'll get there. You're almost there. Or have you hit it yet? You're almost there on the hours, right?
Yeah, I'm almost there on the hours.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm like 500-ish, give or take, hours away.
You're close. So you'll get there. But yeah, so then they did that, and then I was like, well, fuck.
I didn't realize that you had hit the first, like the 10,000 lifetime views so soon before they changed it. I didn't realize that you had like hit it so recently, right before they changed it. That sucks.
Well, and I was like waiting, and then they kept telling everybody like, "Oh, we're still going through applications," and I was like, "You shouldn't have to go through
approve it." Like you hit it, but they didn't approve it because they were doing that.
Yeah, and they were like, we're going through applications, and I was like, okay, but I was previously part of the partner program until you guys changed it to this 10,000. Like,
okay.
Why can't it just auto do it? But whatever. And so then they kept telling everybody, like, we're still taking, we're like, couple, there's, hundreds or whatever, we're behind, we're catching up, lying to everybody because then they changed it.
Bold-faced lying.
Yeah. Straight up. Probably shouldn't be talking about that on YouTube, but whatever. What they gonna do? Demonetize me? That would be our new phrase. They gonna do demonetize me? So yeah, I basically got like screwed in that.
Did you see that they're doing I saw they're gonna like they're testing it right now, like where instead of relying solely on the bot, like figuring out like like when you get demonetized, like it's for like ABCD things like vulgar language, sexual content, blah blah blah. Instead of like relying on just the bot to do it, like they have been, like when they switched it over, what they're testing now is basically what a lot of people were suggesting, kind of like a self-rating system where you as the creator have the opportunity to like flag your videos for like certain types of like content, like okay, like I cursed a couple of times in this video or something like that.
Well, you have
so that way you don't get that demonetization for something silly like that. Like you have like so certain advertisers, I guess, so certain advertisers won't advertise on your videos, which makes sense. Like that's what we were saying.
Yeah, because we talked about, I can't remember if it was you actually that said it, or who it was that was talking about, like, basically we should, like, they should allow advertisers to choose, like, who they want to advertise for.
So many people were suggesting that,
because it's like, and I agree, because it's like, I'll sit there and watch a video of someone and their ad is for a freaking horror film.
I know.
And I'm like,
so stupid. Like, just let them advertise on our channels.
Yeah, and I'm like, obviously, horror, like, advertisers or whatever are gonna want to advertise on horror-based channels or, like, I don't want to say adult content, but you know what I mean, like, content for the older audience.
Yeah, we're not necessarily family-friendly.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and also, one thing I will say, I feel like YouTubers should also be allowed to choose, because I know I have watched some of like my favorite YouTubers, and some of the ads that they have, like there's been transphobic ads, there's been anti-abortion ads, and I'm like, okay, YouTube, you're freaking crazy. And I know for a fact that the channel I'm watching like would not be okay with that.
Right.
So I feel like we should be able to shoot. Obviously not us, but the people getting money should be able to choose what kind of ads they want as well.
I don't know the details, like how much we're going to be able to control, but they're testing it. But it seems kind of like that self-rating system, which I really hope it works, because that would I feel like that would just be so much better than a machine doing it.
Yeah. But also, I will say one issue with that is people can be like, well, I'm not getting any ads, and they can be like, well, that's because you rated it this, and so none of our advertisers want to. You can see that having an issue, though.
That's true,
but
I guess.
You can already, like, when you upload, put that you have, like, mature content or whatever. But, yeah, I think a rating system would be a lot better. Thank you, Zachary, mature content, because I couldn't say adult content.
I don't know if I'm mature, though.
No, me either.
I have the maturity of like a 12-year-old, so I don't know if that would count as mature.
A 12-year-old who's drinking wine.
Drinking wine.
Okay, so next question.
Hold on, where were we? Oh, okay. I know this one will not be the same. Current relationship status. I'm single as they come.
I'm in a relationship 2 years, almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years, nice. I'm so horribly single.
Story about the theater in Australia that played. Yes, I saw that because Emma retweeted it and said it was in her town or whatever.
All these 4-year-olds are scarred for life.
I've seen stuff like that happen before too, where like a horror film ad or whatever will play before a child's movie.
The only question I have about that is, was it a newer trailer? I mean, I know I watch horror movies all the time, so I'm probably desensitized, but I feel like the trailer for Hereditary was not that graphic or anything.
Yeah, but it's still pretty freaky, like, for a bunch of little kids.
I'm just like, suck it up, 4-year-olds.
Well, and I remember hearing, apparently, when the trailer for, I should know the name of it because Harry Styles is in it. That war movie.
He's in a movie?
Yeah, it's a war movie by the dude that did like the Dark Knight films. I can't think of it. Anyway, apparently, because the trailer for that was somebody is gonna know what it is, but the trailer for it was really long. Dunkirk. There we go. I thought of it.
War. I thought you said horror movie. I was like, he was in a horror movie?
I wish, but no. So the trailer for that's really long. So I guess when it like first came out, people thought they were like in the wrong movie. And like so people were walking out of the theater being like, because the trailer was so long that you're like, what's going on? Anyway.
People said they ran out of the theater.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would, even though I'm a horror fan,
yeah,
I feel like as a parent, I could understand being kind of upset. Like,
I guess, yeah. Dude, like my customer service work in Seoul really feels for the manager on duty that day because there was like 50 angry parents.
like yeah,
screaming their faces off at the poor person that was running the theater that evening or that day.
I know.
I really, really feel for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
next question.
Meaning behind YouTube username. I know there was like a Twitter thing going around about this, but I don't know if you've ever said on your channel. I'm sure you have. The meaning of your YouTube name.
I have a few times. I know I did in my Q&A, and I think I have since then as well. But basically, yeah, I was gonna say, I know you know what it is. So it's a lot for the people that don't know. It's a line from Scream 2 where Stewie and Randy are sitting in a coffee shop talking about who like the killer could be and like the aspects of the sequel. And Randy goes on this long montage and he says like, there's more blood, more whatever. It's like CarnageCandyy, and so that's what it's from. But it's funny because when I made it, I didn't realize that CarnageCandyy was such like a common phrase in horror. So Lee constantly says it in his videos, and it always makes me like, I'm like, I know you're not talking about me, right, but it makes me giggle because he's always like CarnageCandyy, and I'm like, username.
That's me.
Hi, Death Twitch.
Mine is so uncreative.
Well, yours is kind of created. I mean, I can answer this because I know. You basically got it. I'm going to answer for you. You got it from your professor of that course who had something. I've heard the story like 20 times.
She was like journalism Maven.
Okay, yeah. And then you were looking up words that matched with Maven, and you got Nightmare Maven. Yep. And that's how we.
Yep. But first, I had to look up what Maven meant because my dumbass did not know the definition of Maven at the time, and I was just like, "Ooh, that sounds kind of creepy in and of itself."
Yeah.
But I guess a vocab lesson for anybody that doesn't know. Maven means expert or connoisseur.
Nice. So that does sound cool.
Yeah.
You're a nightmare cool, expert.
It's like 50% stolen name. So thank you to my professor for giving me that.
Mine's 100% like stolen. Yeah.
But it's cool because it like refers to, I don't know, it's cool. And like,
well, it's cool because
not even I picked up on that. Like it didn't even like click anything in my head. And I've seen Scream 2 like 5 million times and it never like clicked in my head. Like, oh, that's what you were going for.
Well, and it's cool because it works as like a Scream fan, but because it's a common term in horror, which I now know, people can just be like, oh, CarnageCandyy. So
nice. Okay. Next question. What is your favorite hobby?
Aside from watching movies.
Yeah, sure. Aside from watching movies.
Oh, I don't know. Makeup.
Yeah, you're really good at makeup. Like good at like eyeshadow and shit. Like I cannot do eyeshadow to save my damn life. Like
I always get people that like ask, especially like when I do wear makeup to work, in the rare occasion that I get up early enough because I work 9 to 8. I work 4 10s, so yeah. But I like it. I get 3 days off and it gives me time to work on YouTube stuff. So it took me a lot of practice. Lots and lots of practice. One of the funniest people always ask, and I'm like, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And people are like, yeah, I watch them, but I can't follow. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to tell you about that. Like, it just takes practice.
Yeah. I need somebody to like hold my hand through it. Like,
I've done my
do it with somebody. Like, okay, now tell me what I'm doing wrong, because
yeah, I've done my sister's makeup like a few times. I did it for like her wedding, and occasionally we'll do it for events and like walk and talk her through stuff. The problem is I do mine quite dramatically, and she's very like natural, or uses like the same 3 colors. And I'm like, you gotta expand out the box a little.
That's funny. Trying to think. I guess reading. Yeah, reading. If I have to say not watching movies. Reading.
Awesome.
Reading. And working, if that could be a hobby.
Well, thanks for coming, Queenie Town. She didn't say she's leaving yet, but I think she's going to later.
I had to hop on even though I'm on Steven's stream. I have a problem.
Well, we welcome you and your streaming problem.
Doesn't seem like a problem to me.
I know, she's been on a lot of streams. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, there was a little part of me that was like, I'm starting to feel a little uninvited. I'm gonna do my own stream with Vicky. Now, but really did want to do this, so.
Yes. Okay,
so.
Next question. This one's gonna be fun. And it's totally random. Confess something. It just says like the question was just a confession. It could be like horror related. I think we should do horror related.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. I have not seen any Hellraiser film past the first one, and I've only seen that one once.
Okay, so it's a horrible movie, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit from it. You should watch Hellraiser Hellworld because it has Henry Cavill in it, and like kind of younger and like really hot. Like there's some sexiness, a little making out and sexiness going on with him in that film. It's like it completely derails off like the storyline of Hellraiser, so I know a lot of people don't like it, and it is really cheesy, but I love it because I do love the concept. I won't give it away for anybody. Zachary hates Hellraiser too.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
I mean, they're not my favorite, but yeah, I get it. I'm trying to think of like horror movies that are popular that I haven't seen. I just watched Paranormal Activity for the first time and did it as like an about time review, so that'll be up soon. Right? Because I've never seen any of them. I'm trying to think of like really popular horror films.
It doesn't have to be a confession like that, like a popular one that you haven't seen.
I know. I'm just trying to like. That's a good one though, and I'm trying to like think of ones, or I'm trying to think of something that I mean, I've talked about this on my channel. I'm not a big fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I know. I know, and I know it started like the big scary masked man killing people theme that like Halloween and all of those, but. And I also, and I've talked about this on my channel as well, I didn't get into horror until, like, I basically got into horror because of Scream, because I wanted to see the 4th one, because it had so many actors I loved in it, so I watched all of them, like, marathon, and then was hooked. So I didn't see them till way later on, and I just was like, like, not that super scary or into it, and so I just have never been a big fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. They're okay, but
I always find that interesting because I feel like there's like certain movies like Hellraiser, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like so many other ones that like there are certain horror fans out there that if you haven't seen them or if you say you don't like them, you will get endless shit for.
I know.
Luckily, most of the horror community is not like that, but I would just find
you
it so
get the
interesting. Like, I don't like think you're weird for not liking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, all the people in the world, there are bound to be people that don't like. We can't all like the same movies and not like the same movies. That would just be boring.
They're enjoyable for what they are. I'm just not like, I don't get a hard on for the franchise. So when I watched Leatherface, I was just like, eh.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I was very meh on Leatherface.
A lot of people, like, I didn't get any mean comments, but a lot of people with my review were just kind of like, I loved it. And that was the thing. It was like, I saw that most Texas Chainsaw Massacre fans liked it. And I was like, that is great. If you're a fan and you love it, then I am so happy for you. Yeah. I'm not that big of a fan of the franchise in general, so I wasn't that super impressed. But I will say most fans of the franchise seem to really like it. So
yeah. That kind of like, I kind of have a follow-up question now. It's nowhere in this tag, but it just like what we were talking about made me think of it.
Go on.
What can you think of like a review that you did or a movie that you talked about that like got you the most hate comments? Like maybe you had an unpopular opinion?
Not really, because I feel like most of the comments that I get are from people who are subscribed to my channel. So like the Late Horror Show, he comments on a lot of my stuff. Queenie Todd now does. Just a lot of like the same people. Monty, obviously, who I'm surprised isn't here. About that. No, just kidding. He's got family. He's probably doing stuff. No, so like for the most part, it's just the community that comments on my stuff. So I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. I've had stuff in the past, and this happened earlier on in video, like my earlier videos, where like I've commented on someone else's content, and then like there was a girl that I'm subscribed to who does like these really funny sketches, but they're often pretty feminist, and so I commented on one of her videos once, and of course that invited a bunch of dude bros to act like jerks in the comments, and then one of them decided to come to my channel and leave like a mean comment on a ton of my videes. Luckily it was early on, so at the time I only had a couple of videos up, so I just blocked them and deleted them. But yeah, I wouldn't really say, for the most part, it's been pretty nice. I mean, because I have less than 500, so as of right now, most of the comments, even if it's people who just randomly found my video who aren't normal subscribers, if they don't agree, for the most part, it's usually like, oh, I really liked it, but like I see your opinion, or like I don't agree with your opinion, but like cool. So can't really say. I did have one guy once when I first got my lip pierced that like was some random person who had never commented before, like made a mean comment about the fact that I messed with my lip ring, and I was just kind of like, you clearly haven't had your lip pierced because it's a habit. So that guy was just blocked and deleted. But no, what about you? Same question.
Because when we were talking about it, I thought of like two distinct movies that I had.
Like, I was gonna say, I know you've gotten some.
Definitely hashtag unpopular opinion on. I had an unpopular opinion, got so much shit for it, and these were like you said, these were people that don't normally comment on my videos, because my normal audience are like normal human beings and can disagree with me on things and still like have a conversation about it. But it was Zombie Flesh Eaters, or Zombie, or whatever. It has like 3 fucking names. Lucio Fulci's Zombie Flesh Eaters is one of the names, or whatever. I think I didn't like that one, and I didn't like the original Town That Dreaded Sundown. To be fair, I don't like the remake either, but I didn't like those movies, and I got so many like, just like, they would write like paragraphs, like, just because I didn't like the movie. Zombie 2, thank you, Azul. It has like 5 different names or something. So much hate, like, because I didn't like them, I was then like fat, ugly, pimply, a C word, a bitch, like,
that's horrible.
Awful hate just because I didn't like those movies. Those were the 2 worst ones. Like, I don't know what it was about those 2 movies that like I just like picked out the most passionate people that really loved them.
Yeah. See, Death Twitch, that's how me and Vicky are with Scream, though. And I know it's not everybody's cup of soup. I feel like younger horror fans,
yeah, true.
and I mean, me and you aren't that old, but younger horror fans don't really get the concept of like what Scream did for the franchise. Like, yes, it's kind of cheesy now, but it did so much. We wouldn't have so many of the films we have now if it wasn't for Scream. So even if you don't like it, like, pay your damn respects to the franchise. So yeah, like that's how we are. We both are like, we will watch Scream every day for the rest of our lives. And it's nice because there's 4 of them, so you can pick anyone. But yeah, that's like crazy. And I only watched The Town That Said It Dreaded Sundown movies after I watched, I think it's called, what's it called? It's on, I'm pretty sure it's on, Killer Legends. It used to be on Netflix. I think it's on Hulu as well, but they talk about like real legends, and they went to like the town where it was filmed. So I was really interested, and so I kind of enjoyed the movies because I knew I watched that documentary. But it definitely was like, yeah, I get where you're coming from. I think Emma didn't like those either.
Yeah.
And yeah, I only enjoyed them because of that. But yeah, they were not that great. Like, it was kind of just like, oh, another weird slasher film.
Yeah.
It's a little kind of like I Know What You Did Last Summer, because I think they're kind of based on like the same legend or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It was like, oh, we already have one of those.
Death Twitch said the most hate he ever got was because he strongly disliked The Witch. That's interesting. I didn't know there was like so many people that felt that strongly about The Witch. Like, I really like it, but like, I felt like more people disliked it than liked it. I guess I was wrong.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really think there's anything that, I've gotten like full-on hate for not liking most people. Because, again, most of the people that come on my videos are creators, so they know how to like be respectful.
Yeah. And that's like all hate comments anyway. Any hate comment I've gotten is like some rando that I've never seen comment on any of my videos before. And they just like come out of the woodwork for like this one video to.
And they don't have like an icon or any profile concept.
They're pretty big deal.
Like the Witch for intros when it was released. And that also depends on like how early after a movie comes out you do your review. Like, so my Jigsaw and and Leatherface, because I combined them into one for a horror watch, were when they were out on DVD because I didn't see them in theaters. So for me, it was like, as usual, it was delayed in my reaction. I will say a lot of people, me and like Lee and one other person being the only people that actually decently like the Nightmare remake.
Okay.
I don't hate it. I'm not in love with it, but I don't like passionately hate it. Because the trailer's really bad. The trailer did not show the best parts of that movie. So I held off watching that for a really long time until Lee said he liked it, and me and Lee often agree. So I was like, well, I'll watch it. And he was like, yes, please watch it, review it. I was like, okay. So I did. And just for Lee. And so, no, I wanted to see it too. But so I watched that and then was like, oh, it's not as like horrific. And people do not agree with that, but not a lot of hate on it. Just people being like, what?
Yeah.
More people reacting to hating the movie themselves than my review.
That's a strong one. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Like,
I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Go for it. How's everybody doing this evening? While I wait for Lizzie to get a drink. I despise that Do you mean remake, Death Twitch? You despise that remake? I just despised Freddy. There's just nothing about
Don't talk bad about me and back.
I didn't talk bad about you.
I
was just reacting to the comment. I was saying I didn't despise that whole movie. I was saying in response to Death Twitch's comment, I just despised Freddy. It was just not the same about Robert Englund.
I thought he did a good job. I didn't like the heaviness of the pedophile thing. I was like, it's always been kind of like implied in the franchise. It was something that Wes Craven wanted to do in the first film, and they were like, no. But they just piled it on so heavy that, and there was no warning really in the trailer either. So I'm like, if you went into that movie having been someone that went through something like that at that age, you had no warning. And I'm like, imagine going, that was my biggest problem, is it made me uncomfortable as a watcher. But I'm like, somebody who has been through that would have been like I know people loosely use the term triggered, but what it's really for would generally be. And I'm just like, that was too much.
It was. Yeah, I didn't have so much a problem. Oh shit. Lost my earphone. I didn't so much have a problem with that. I can definitely see your point though, like why that would be an issue. I just feel like Robert Englund put so much of himself into that role, and he was that role, and he's like, so, he's different from all the slashers where he actually talks and he's not just a man behind a mask. Technically he is because of all the makeup, but he's not just a man behind the mask. So much of it is him. So to have somebody else doing it just felt weird. And I'm with Azul on this one. I did not like his face either. It was it felt so stiff. Like, I guess it was probably his like prosthetics and whatever he had on his face, I'm sure. I don't think it was really his fault. But his face just felt so stiff, and he felt less Freddy. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was my main thing with that movie.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Let's see, where were we? Favorite animal, not house pets, because that will come later. Not house pet animals.
Even though we've already answered that. So my favorite animal of all time is a penguin. Ooh, black and white animal. What a surprise. So penguins are definitely my favorite. I don't have a pet bird anymore, but I had a pet bird for about 15-ish years. I had a lovebird.
Oh, geez.
He unfortunately passed away a few years ago, but I had him for a very long time. Probably one of my favorite pets to have. They're messy and loud sometimes. He was actually not that loud. He would talk or chirp occasionally and stuff. Yeah. But I love having pet birds. I think they make great, adorable pets. I know a lot of people are scared of them. People would always be like, "Oh, I'm scared of birds." I'm not gonna hurt you. The lovebirds are weird because they're lovebirds. They very much attach to one person. If you get two of them, they'll attach to each other. But if it's just you and your lovebird, they very much attach to you. Mm-hmm. So he could often be kind of meaner to other people. He's always sweet to me. So probably one of my favorite pets to have is a lovebird, and then I have a hedgehog now. So.
Ooh, cute. My favorite non-pet animal is definitely, I agree with Death Twitch, bats are really cute and totally misunderstood. But tigers are my favorite animal.
Oh, I love a good tiger.
I've actually been sprayed by a tiger once too.
Really?
We're deeply connected now, me and tigers.
Like butt spray?
Yeah. So one of my family friends, I went to visit one of our family friends and her family in Colorado where they live, and her stepsister worked in one of the zoos around there. So she took us in a behind the scenes tour of all the big cats. So we actually went back to where they got fed and stuff like that. So cool. Awesome. And they were talking about how when tigers, and I guess I don't know if all big cats do them, but do this, but when they smell something unfamiliar, they spray, yes, out of it's like a gland, but it's near
Well,
their butt area.
House cats do it too.
Exactly, yeah. So it like smells like them, and you know, whenever they smell something unfamiliar. So they were telling us to like watch out because you know they're gonna smell us and do that. So yeah, that's what happened. Tiger turned around and we tried to jump out of the way, and he got like the whole side. It's kind of like being sprayed by a skunk. It just doesn't last as long, thankfully.
Well, that's good.
But I did have to throw away my purse because I could not get the smell out of my purse.
Fun fact, hedgehogs spit out like this goop on themselves. And they'll spit it out to make them like mark like a scent basically on themselves. So whenever I take my hedgehog out of the cage, she'll like turn around and spit stuff on her. And so sometimes if I'm holding her, she will spit up on me. Because she doesn't want me to smell like my cats. She wants me to smell like her.
That makes sense.
So I get hedgehog spit goop all up on me. It's like this. It's like this brown goop that they like. They got long tongues. So like. And the first time I was like, oh my god, what is she doing? So I had to Google it, and they were like, yeah, she's just marking herself for a scent. And then she spit up on me. Like, thanks. Yeah. Glad to know. Okay, so before we get into the next question, just a little, gonna plug some stuff. In the description, I have included both of our Patreons and my PayPal. Unfortunately, because like we've talked about, neither of us have the YouTube Partner Program. We don't have Super Chat. So if you guys are like, why don't you have Super Chat? We have links to other stuff in the description as well, just as an FYI, because YouTube screws us over and we don't even get Super Chat. So
no Super Chats for us.
So yeah, if you guys are interested, that stuff's in the description.
Thank you, by the way, for putting my stuff in the description too. I appreciate that.
Of course. No pressure, but yeah, no. Both of us have really cheap Patreons, by the way. What's your like most expensive tier? Like
$6.
$6? Yeah, I think mine's like 10, but I also have like all the way down to like $2. Yeah. So yeah. We're like trying to be as cheap on Patreon.
I understand.
Some people have really
struggle. So
yeah, some people have really high Patreons, and I'm like, that's good that you can, but
yeah. I mean, they offer, at least the ones I've seen, like they offer some like good shit for that high tier though.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and a lot of the really expensive ones are like cosplayers,
right?
Do, like sexy stuff too, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do sexy stuff. Not that I no shame on the game, but
I feel like it's easier if you create certain types of content to have higher tiers, like because you can give kind of more things. I feel like there's like such limited stuff that you can do because like our whole like channel is mostly just around like making videos, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like it's super limited on what you can do with your patrons.
Well, my thing is like if I start getting like the profit to do more, I definitely would. So, like I would love to be able to do more stuff. It's just like hard to promise certain stuff when you don't have money.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe if I get, YouTube partner program or more Patreons, I can start doing better stuff. But
yeah,
only so much you can do with what you got. Okay, next question.
Kind of relates. Well, it definitely relates to the last one. It just asks, what pets do you have?
Well, we've already mentioned that. So I have 3 cats. I have a short-haired tabby. You just huff at my cats. A black cat, and then a long-haired tabby. It's funny because the long-haired tabby, who's like Matt's, because we had them separately, and now we're one family. Both his long-haired tabby, my short-haired tabby, look so much alike. They're both like. They're both very small cats, and like I posted a photo on Instagram, but in their like faces even, they look like a before and after photo.
Aww.
And then I have a hedgehog. So
Aw, cute.
Named Peppa. I could
just
take
got
her
2
out.
dogs.
It's nighttime. Noise. What kind of dogs you got?
No idea, because they were both like abandoned, kind of. So yeah, I used to play softball. So our oldest dog, Duke, him and his brother were thrown out of a car like at the Little League. So we took who is now Duke, and one of the other like Little League people took the other dog. So we have no idea what he is. And same thing with Daisy. She was left with a whole bunch of other puppies in a box outside of a grocery store. So, no idea what they are.
Yeah, Azula, my black cat, has like a white patch right here, and she's got like some little white hairs as she gets older every year. I mean, she's not that old. I think she's like 3 or 4, but
yeah,
she's not pure black cat, but
I like those little tuxedo cats.
Yeah.
I got the tux on. It's cute. Yep.
Okay, next one.
Next one, yes.
Oh, there she is. And she's gone.
What, or name an embarrassing moment
Callie
that you had?
Okay, so one that you might like. First time I met Alex and Jack from All Time Low.
Ooh, okay.
I was so nervous, couldn't get my camera to work. Alex was so sweet though. There's a bunch of, we were like the first ones up there, and then of course like a Callie.
I can hear her.
I know. That's what I deal with when I'm filming, is her scratching at boxes. And so a big crowd formed, but he was so sweet, and he like let me work out my camera, and then like it turned to me at one point and was like, "You got it?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we took like a photo, and then I met Jack, and my friend was like smooth, and she was like complimenting him, telling him like he looked hot in his yellow shirt, and I was like, "Yeah, like a banana." But he took it in stride, and it was so sweet, and he was like, "Hell yeah, I'm a sexy banana," because he's like, I could have said like the fucking sun or something, but he's tall and lanky, so I instantly thought banana. His shirt was like banana yellow too, so
that's so funny.
Hold on, let me stop her real quick.
No, you're good. Oh my god. Dang, now I feel bad because mine is way embarrassing.
And then I met them again a couple more times, but they've always been really, really sweet, which is great. I just was like, yeah, I just called Jack Bearcat Banana. And I still know how to pronounce their last names, which is crazy. Hold on, she's acting out. Give me a second.
You're good.
Callie.
Should I say my embarrassing moment while Lizzie can't hear me? It's pretty embarrassing. But I feel like it's a mistake everybody makes. I don't know. It's pretty bad.
And you guys get to see my dirty, dirty apartment full of boxes. Matt actually cleaned, God bless him, the other day. We just have a bunch of stuff I never unboxed. Which is good because we're moving, so.
Nice. When?
I'm gonna make a whole video about it,
okay.
But we're moving to Vegas.
Oh, damn! All right. I'll let you save most of it for your video, so that way you don't ruin everything. I didn't know you were gonna make a video.
No, it's all good.
Okay, well, my embarrassing
wants a hedgehog as a pet. She thinks they're so cute. So, Chris, I will say this. Obviously, they're nocturnal. When I first pick her up, she's always a spiky ball. They're very messy. You have to frequently clean after them. You see like the cute videos of them like in a bathtub or doing stuff adorable. Like you really have to handle your hedgehog basically constantly daily for them to like warm up to you. And my hedgehog hates baths. She always poops herself. And then tries to climb her wet body out of wherever onto everything. So they are cute and adorable, and I love my hedgehog, but they're not the easiest pets. And when I got her, I was working overnights, so it was really easy for me to have her. And then I worked a later shift, which was still easy. But not so much with my shift now, but on my days off, I can usually like take her out for a long time and hang out, or I'll take her out when I get off work for a few hours. So they're not the easiest pets. Definitely do your research. There's a ton of videos from pet owners on YouTube that I highly, highly suggest before anybody gets a hedgehog. And also making sure if you have a vet for any other pets that they do exotic pets. Not all vets do hedgehogs. So definitely just do your research on them before you ever get any sort of exotic animal. So I'll just say that.
I did not
but they're
know
cute.
It was that much work.
They really are. Well, because they're not, like, they are an exotic pet. They're not really a social animal. So you constantly have to be re-socializing with them. And she can be very friendly and very cute, like, come up to me, but it usually takes her a while, like, maybe depending on how often I've taken her out recently, half hour to an hour for her to warm up. You just kind of take her out, let her do her thing, put food and water bowl out for her, like on a blanket, so that she like can roam around. But yeah, they're a lot of work. Well, she'll have to settle for 3 dogs and 2 ponies. We already have. Yeah.
Gosh, all right.
Yeah, and they run really fast. They really do. She'll like take off, and I'm like, "Hey, get back here!" And she likes to eat my socks, which is weird. The other day, she was full on like licking my foot. I was like, with my sock on. I was like, "You're weird." But okay, next. Oh, you didn't tell me your embarrassing story.
Oh man. All right. Well, the first thing that
you
came to my
got
mind.
Away with it.
I know. Whatever. It happened. It's fine. Okay. So it's even worse because it happened when I was like a freshman in high school, which is like the worst time for anything embarrassing ever to happen because everything's worse when you're in high school. You know, it's always way more embarrassing. I feel like everyone's done this, or maybe I'm just saying that so I'm less embarrassed, but it was in science class. Maybe you guys might slowly get at what I'm gonna say as I go on. But it was in science class, and it was one of those like awful things where, you know, we're reading a chapter and, you know, she assigns everybody like, you're gonna read this paragraph, you're gonna read this paragraph. So we're reading, and, you know, I come across organism in science. Does anyone get what I'm getting at? And my dumbass said orgasm instead of them while I was reading out loud to the class.
No. Oh
no. And the thing is, like, it was like that awkward, like, I had said it and then like said like the 2 or 3 words following it, then realized like what I said.
Oh, that's horrible.
I laugh at it now, but it was just like, God, I never wanted a class like to end as quickly as I did in that moment. I was like, floor, just swallow me up, please.
Yeah. This isn't so much embarrassing because it's funny at the time. My health teacher hated me, and it was mostly blamed on one of my fellow students. So it was this really attractive guy in my high school class, who was like one of the like cooler kids, but one of the nice ones that was like friends with everybody. Yeah. So we were friends, and we're sitting there, and the health teacher had just given a talk about not laughing about the human body. We're sitting there doing like these diagrams for like vaginas and penises, and he literally is sitting next to me. Teacher just got done, and he goes, "Vaginas are funny looking," and I, like, cute guy, made a funny joke, could not stop laughing. And yeah, my health teacher, and I was like, he said, and he was like, "This is serious, not funny," and it was just pretty embarrassing. And I was like, but they are funny looking. Like, I mean, it wasn't wrong.
That's funny. They're both funny looking.
I wasn't so much embarrassed at the time, but it was just like, dude, come on, like, you just got to tell us not to laugh.
Well, it becomes more embarrassing when you're next to somebody you think is cute.
Yeah.
So it's like, because you got to look cool, you know, so you're just like, damn it, like.
Well, he was trying to make me laugh was the thing.
Okay,
so
I see.
I was like, thanks. Okay, so next question.
Oh, yeah. Where were we? Embarrassing moment. Okay. Where do you work? You don't have to say specifically if you can.
I won't. I work at a call center.
Oh, okay.
For college books.
Oh, okay. So we're kind of related because I work in a bookstore.
Nice. Mine are all. I mean, we do sell physical books.
Yeah. But it's like kind of related. It has to do with books. We're going to count that as a.
We sell overpriced college books. Shouldn't say that, but we do.
Naturally, of course.
Yep.
They're college books.
And you work in a Barnes & Noble, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
See, I know.
And we get calls all the time about textbooks, and I have to be like, we don't sell those.
Really? So I will say, and this is, people could probably narrow it down by Googling if they paid attention to me saying where I live, but I'm not going to say it. We're actually just got bought by Barnes & Noble, so. So and it's funny, so we do like, we're going to be doing the tech for like Barnes & Noble College, so it's funny that they have like online college books, like ebooks, but they don't sell textbooks in their physical one. And it's funny because we've often referred people to check out Barnes & Noble, so sorry.
We don't sell textbooks.
I'll stop doing that.
There's Barnes & Noble, and then there's Barnes & Noble College. See, now that's even more related. If your company just got bought by Barnes & Noble, kind of work for the same company. Kind of.
We do.
Kind
Spooky. of. Okay, next.
Okay. What are 3 habits that you have? The question was just 3 habits, so I guess you could say good or bad or a combination of the 2.
I say a lot. I cut out. It's funny because nobody's commented on my videos saying I much, which is great because I try to cut out as many as I can. The problem is sometimes it's hard to cut them out because there's such like a gap or whatever that you're like, you could tell I cut something out. So I'm like, I try to cut as many out as I possibly can, but sometimes the is too close to another word and you can't, or it's too noticeable that you cut something out. So I'm like, that I'm very messy. I will admit that. Matt kind of called me out on that because we cleaned the other day. So that's pretty bad. Except for, well, I was going to get real deep, but I was going to say I'm pretty sure it's a side effect of mental illness. But
oh, geez. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know if this is a habit of my pet addiction. I can't stop wanting. No, but I'm messy. I say a lot. And I'm trying to think of another. I'm like trying to think of what habits, because I don't have like any addictions. Like I don't have an addictive personality. So
it could be a good habit.
I'm trying to think of what a good habit is. I guess. Oh, I don't know. You say your 3, and then maybe it'll prop the 3rd one.
Okay. I also say a lot. I like and like. That's what I was gonna say. That'll be 1. I say and like way too much.
Me too.
I would just say, I guess, I don't know. I was born in California, so maybe it was just like a product of where I was born. I cut out so many and likes in my videos. It's the worst. I get so annoyed at myself. I don't know if you do too when you're editing. I get hella annoyed at myself.
Me too.
Like, why can't you just talk clearly?
Well, actually, there was a study that said that people that say or like are actually usually smarter because we're thinking more before we talk.
Ooh.
Because you're actually processing what you're saying more.
Is that
and thinking about.
Or is that just written by somebody that says and like a lot that just wanted to defend their habit?
Probably, but I think it's a good fact.
Right.
Good fake news.
Yeah.
But,
fake news.
Oh Jesus. So yeah, but that's just what I've read before. That's true.
Well,
so
I will now use it as an excuse if and when I get called out on saying and like a lot.
Means I'm smart.
What was
your 3 bad habits. So
yeah.
and like.
I'm in like, I
Or
had
3
another
high.
one in my head that I was thinking. Looking around my room, like that'll help. Ooh, I'll kind of just go off of, since you said you're messy. I'm like obsessively neat.
Really? I wish I was sometimes.
Like I can't think straight if things are like messy, like around my desk or anything like that. Like I'm one of those crazy people. Like I'll clean my entire room before I sit down to do any work. That's probably like, I don't know. Maybe maybe that's kind of like borderline and like on some sort of like mental illness, but
OCD, but that's okay.
Maybe, yeah, just a little bit.
One of my best friends is too. Like she's the kind of like very clean type,
Yeah.
and I always feel bad because my car is kind of messy. She gets in. There's definitely been times where I cleaned my car for her birthday.
Yeah.
Here's
your present I cleaned.
Well, and we always buy each other something like small. Yeah. But so I cleaned my car and then went and picked her up and I was like, shut up! Happy birthday, McCaffrey! You don't have to step on stuff. I wish I was, to be honest. I'm sure it's like annoying for you, but as somebody who is not, sometimes I wish I was.
Yeah, that's kind of funny because my best friend is like her car is really messy as well too. Like every time I get in her car, it takes a second because she's like grabbing everything off of the seat so I can sit down and like just step on anything that's on the floor, and it's like, oh my god, just keep your car clean.
Yeah, Meg has definitely been like, I'll come help you clean. I'm like, no.
Oh no, I do not offer that though. They're like,
oh well,
girl, yeah. Cassie, you are a grown ass woman. Clean your car.
Clean your car. Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, we each need to think of one more.
No. Well, we can think of like a good one, unless you've got one.
I didn't think of a good one. Well, okay. Cleaning can be a good one. Mine's like borderline good and bad. I have a really bad habit of buying too many books. Like I'll just keep buying books even though I have a stack of ones that I still haven't read yet. Like I look at that stack of books fondly as I leave the house to go buy more books.
Yep. I guess playing with my lip ring's a bad habit, but I've kind of gotten out of that. It's just occasionally I do it. Yeah. Trying to think of posters. I have too many posters. That's probably a bad habit. Oh, and my Red Bull. I said on Twitter I was quitting. But the only reason I gave in and got a Red Bull today was because when I went grocery shopping, they were out of my favorite breakfast burritos. So I had to buy the ingredients to make my breakfast burritos. So technically, I'm not spending that money on breakfast burritos.
Oh my gosh.
So, I don't know. Did you see my tweet about it?
Do not equate.
I know. No, it's just like the price. So basically, what happened is, so Matt's trying to quit smoking, and he's doing a really pretty good job. He's been smoking since he was like a teenager. So he's been doing actually quite a really good job of it, especially when I'm at work because I leave him a couple and then take his back. So he's been trying to do really good. So I was like, okay, I will cut out something. Because he was like, well, what about like your breakfast? Because I was kind of, because he also drinks a lot of soda, which is also a habit from his childhood. So I was kind of giving him a hard time about that, which is mean because he's already trying to quit smoking. So I was like, okay, I'll leave you alone about the soda. So he's like, you gotta leave me something here. So he was like, well, what about your Red Bulls or your breakfast burritos? And I was like, because really, like, they're my favorite vegan breakfast burritos, and I would get them like every day before work. And you know how expensive frozen breakfast food is. They're like almost $3 for one burrito. Yeah. So I'm like, and that's kind of better. And I probably should cut out the breakfast burritos because those are actually a bit more expensive than the Red Bulls, because you can get the Red Bulls at like 2 for whatever.
There's more nutritional value in the burrito.
I know. But now I have the ingredients to make my breakfast burrito, so that's what I've been doing instead. So
also, just because I'm vegan, I need to know what brand is the breakfast burrito.
It's called like Sweet Earth or something.
Oh, is it like what is it, like Big Sur or something, one that has like it's like potatoes and onions and
Hold on.
I think I know what you're talking about. And it has like turmeric in it, so it's like kind of yellowy on the inside.
Yeah. Yep. It's the Big Sur or whatever.
Okay. I love those ones. Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to know if it was like a brand I hadn't heard of, you know, like, ooh, let me try this one.
Zachary's like, so it's basically scrambled eggs and
tofu.
Or scrambled tofu. Sorry, scrambled tofu.
I was yelling at Zachary. It's tofu, obviously, dude.
Yeah. It's scrambled tofu, like potatoes, some other stuff in it.
Yeah,
tofu.
Potatoes, onions.
Mm-hmm.
I know it has turmeric because like it's all yellow on the inside.
And
it has turmeric in it.
Maybe that's what I need to try because I use the seasonal yeast and it doesn't make it quite as yellow no matter how much of it you use.
No, turmeric is pretty much you could use like food dye and it would have the same effect. Like anything you put turmeric in, it's just going to become insanely yellow.
Nice.
Oh, shut up, Azul. You know what tofu is.
It's delicious.
It is delicious.
But yeah, so I got like just a bag of like Kroger brand frozen like hash brown blocks and and so I've just been putting those together. Sorry, that was good.
Very nice.
And some seasonings, and then we got some breakfast sausage patties.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm very lazy when it comes to breakfast. I eat like the same thing all the time.
Well, yeah, so do I usually, but
I always eat a bagel and vegan cream cheese.
Nice. I'm not a big fan of the vegan cream cheese.
Have you tried Kite Hill?
I don't think so.
It's a game changer.
Okay.
If you ever see it, just buy it and try it. Like, I promise it's good. Sorry, guys. We're talking about vegan food. It's probably not that.
Okay. Next question.
Like people are just like, oh, vegan. Yeah. Stop talking about tofu and plants. Jesus. Okay.
We're trying to save the earth and animals.
Oh, gosh. We're doing good work. Okay, well, since we don't have to do these questions in order. So since we were talking about food, what's your favorite food?
It's hard because being vegan, but I love Mexican and Italian. But it can be hard to make those vegan. But it can be done.
Yes. Okay, if we're going to go regional, then Asian food. Any sort of Asian food.
Well, in Asian food, they make like basically anything you can add tofu.
Right, yeah.
So that's very helpful.
And really the only thing you got to look out for is like fish sauce because they don't really use like cheese in anything ever. Not in like their main dishes or anything. It's mostly vegetables and then you can just do tofu.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shit. And kimchi. Well, not all kimchi is vegan, but
anything specific?
Ooh.
I guess. I was going regional because it's easiest.
Yeah, no, that was good. I like that you did that because it was way easier to answer. Actually, I'm probably gonna say kimchi.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I could afford to live off those breakfast burritos, I probably would. They are so damn
really good. I will give you that.
But they're like nearly $3 for one burrito. So.
I wish they came in a pack instead of like individually. You know what I mean?
I know. That's always annoying. And everybody gets the breakfast burrito ones at the grocery store. Yeah. You gotta go and buy them all real quick. And then I'm trying to think. I like the Daiya mac and cheese, but those calories, it's like 500 for one little square.
Oh, I know.
So I get it every now and then as a treat.
And it's
Amy's spinach pizza is really good. I like the Amy's spinach rice pizza.
Oh, spinach rice? Okay. I like her that same brand, but the pizza that they do, it doesn't have cheese on it. It's like artichokes and peppers and mushrooms and some sort of sauce as the base. I don't know what it is, but it's so good.
We just have my grocery store that I go to just has it's a rice bread pizza, but it's got like spinach on it. So
we don't have that. Huh. I know they're coming out with one that has vegan cheese on it, Amy's.
Nice.
I haven't seen it anywhere yet though, so I don't know. But it's supposed to be coming out.
Nice. Yeah, the one I get is dairy, meat, and gluten free. So
Oh, okay. Nice.
all your corners covered. Yeah.
Vegan ice cream is also another favorite food.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I did have vegan the So Delicious cookie dough the other day.
Ooh. I'm not a big fan of cookie dough ice cream.
Really?
It's just like the cookie dough is just like it's too much sweetness. You know what I mean?
I can get that.
So sweet. Like,
yeah. Well, vegan ice cream is very sweet. So yeah. I needed it.
The Ben Jerry's.
I've had some of their vegan ones. They're just more expensive too.
They are more expensive. It's a treat. I like this the 7-layer coconut bar, I think it's called.
I haven't tried it. Yeah, I really don't eat ice cream unless it's like that time of
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So I needed it that way. And like seeing as they can't get like a chocolate bar or something.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so
chocolate bars out there?
That's true. Gotta search for them.
Yeah. All the good chocolate.
Can't.
Okay.
What's those foods without dairy? What the hell's wrong with y'all?
Can't make food.
You can make all of them without dairy. You can make anything without dairy.
Yes, you can. I'll make you some vegan food, Zachary. You just have to come pick it up, is all. I'm not driving anywhere.
Nope.
But I'll make you something delicious. And you will see our ways.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question. Let me see. Sorry, I skipped down to food, so now I have to look back up and see where. Okay. Ooh, here's a good one. Celebrity crush.
I have so many.
I was gonna say, try and narrow it down. I'm like, you have 5 million.
Yeah. Okay, so some of my biggest ones are obviously like Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky Barnes.
Nice.
I love him. Megan Fox. I know a lot of people shit on her, but I love her. She's just like a big, goofy nerd and obviously gorgeous. Like, it's funny because men always say it because they're like, she's so hot. And I'm like, she's like a big nerd and just like hella goofy and was like nerdy and made fun of in high school. And I'm like, you're one of like the most gorgeous women in the world. Yeah. But she wasn't always. So, but yeah, I love her. She's great. And so, I said Tom Holland, obviously, because whoever's currently playing Spider-Man usually. No, he's a little young, but he's adorable. Timothy Chalamet, I'm kind of loving on him a little bit. My favorite, he was in Call Me by Your Name.
Oh, never.
I know you've heard of. Have you not heard of that movie?
I've heard of the movie. I just haven't seen it.
Okay, he's like, if you want to cry for forever, but it's a good
book. I haven't picked that one up either, though.
I got the book and it's so, I haven't finished it, but it's so like greatly on point. Like there's literal lines from the book in the movie, which is great. And I actually watched the movie first, so it's kind of cool to read along and get kind of the scenery in your head. So that's cool.
Okay, so I just looked up pictures to see who, since I didn't know who it was. I was like,
yeah. But yeah, I would say my two biggest ones are probably Sebastian Stan, Megan Fox, and kind of a random one. Jennifer Loves You. That's a good one, but I don't think a lot of people know who this is. Some people might, if anybody from the UK. Robert Sheehan, I was obsessed with for a long time. He is an Irish actor. He was in one of my favorite shows, which I know I'm sure is a question, but it's the show called Misfits, and it's a UK show. If you have Hulu, I'm pretty sure it's on there. He's in that, and he's been in he's a semi-well-known UK actor. Didn't really get much crossover into the US, though he is currently did a film with David Tennant. It's a horror film. So I'm really excited about that. Ben knows what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, Misfits or and so, but yeah, he is gorgeous and
yeah, I just looked up pictures of that too.
yeah, and amazingly talented. So those are. I'm trying to think like other female ones that I have. Oh, Kristen Ritter. Most of mine kind of have the same look, but I like Kristen Ritter.
I'm sensing a theme.
Zachary said, "Seen Misfits first season." He was only in the first season. He was in the first 3 seasons, I think. Yeah, and then he got bad, whatever. Sam, I can't. That's the movie though. Samaritan. Yeah, there you go. I knew that. Yeah, that's the movie he's going to be in with David Tennant, so that's really exciting. That's my favorite Doctor as well. Nice. It's like everybody's favorite Doctor.
Nice. I'm Matt Smith.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get that into it. I watched the first. I need to go back and try to watch it. I watched the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
But
he's my favorite Doctor. Definitely for me, Tom Hiddleston. Like as soon as you said that earlier, I was like, "Whoa, yes!" And he's a gentleman too. That's like really attractive.
Yeah,
he's
Christina Ricci's a good one.
Yes, that's a great one. I totally agree with you on that one, Christina Ricci.
Nip Campbell, of course.
Who? Oh, Nip Campbell. Yeah,
always Nip Campbell.
That's always Nip Campbell. Alicia Silverstone.
She's a babe.
Nice. Sure. I really like. This is totally like cliche. Everyone says this. Emma Watson. I fucking love Emma Watson.
Yeah, I really like her too. I think she's
gorgeous. She's smart.
She is. I like her short hair a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe because I got short hair. So
she rocked the fuck out of that pixie cut when she got it. Like, she rocked the hell out of it. I'm trying to think of other people. This is a totally random one, but Steven Strait. I don't know if anyone's gonna know who I'm talking about.
No clue.
Did you see The Covenant? It's kind of an older-ish.
Sebastian Stan's in that.
There you go. Yeah, I don't even know why I was like. Obviously, you would know that one. Okay. Yeah, he's the lead guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That movie's like just totally a guilty pleasure because it's just all hot guys in that movie.
It really is. There was like the swimming scene.
Yeah.
They're in the locker. God. And he like nearly like beats him up. So that seems like. Whew. And I know Sebastian Stan's like the bad guy in the movie, but when he kisses him too, it's like.
I know. Like, and that movie is like not great. There's a lot wrong with that movie, but I still have sure. I've watched the shit out of that movie. It's like I love that.
We gotta watch that. Yeah, for sure. That's so good. Of course I've seen that. Sebastian Stan. He hates that movie. I remember there was an interview where it was him and I think it was Anthony Mackie, and they were doing like it's
not good. Like
they were doing like a kind of like a get to know each other quiz or how much do you know, and so it was like one of those adventures like who was it, and so they were like Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan were together, and so they were like he was in the Covenant, and Sebastian Stan just goes like he was so pissed. Anthony Mackie didn't know.
That's too funny.
Catherine Isabel, that's a good one. She's on my Scream Queen list for sure.
That's a good one. Anya Taylor-Joy, she's like Split, The Witch.
Okay, yeah. She's
like unearthly pretty. Like she could like I feel like she's like a fairy or something. You know what I mean?
I know, right? Rude.
Trying to think. Oh, I also really like John Krasinski. I mean, I'm a huge Office fan.
Yeah,
so
true. Oh, another kind of random one. I have always had a crush on Seth Green.
Ooh, okay.
I know it's short and nerdy, but we're watching Buffy and I loved Oz, and then I've just always had like a little soft spot for Seth Green. He's so cute,
little nerdy nerd.
Well, he was in that show, what was it, Dads or Fathers or something, and then it got canceled, and I loved that show. It was so good, but it got canceled. But I was like, I love Seth Green. He just, I don't know why. Well, and he's in Can't Hardly Wait, which is another one of my like favorite guilty pleasure films.
Oh, okay.
From the 90s. Jennifer Love Hewitt's in it as well.
Oh, okay.
And so is what's his name? He was in what's that horror film? Something Candy something. It's like a metal horror film that came out recently.
Oh, the Devil's Candy.
Yeah, the main guy in that, the dad or whatever. Yeah, he's in Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on Netflix. It's a cheesy as hell, like coming of age type 90s film. So I highly suggest you watch it though, because Seth Green plays like this guy who's trying to be like gangster, and like there's this part where he's like, what exactly does he say? Like, I can't remember, but it'll pop in my head, I'm sure, but it's really, really funny. He's just like trying to be gangster throughout it, but he's like a virgin. He's never actually had sex. And so it's like their graduation party is the scene, as the setting for it. And so he's like trying to get laid. And then the guy who you just said, forgot his name already, Ethan or whatever. Yeah, he's like in love with this popular girl, and her like her popular boyfriend throughout high school just like yes, Ben. But he like popular jock boyfriend just like broke up with her since they're going off to college, and so now he's like nerdy kid's trying to like finally tell her how he feels, but like everybody's like coming on to her, of course, and like it's just all funniness ensues. Yeah, and so it's really, so if you like Ethan, you get a lot of eye candy of him, and he's pretty adorable in it.
I'll have to check that out, especially since Beth said epitome of a 90s teen rom-com. That is
it really is,
and I'm about it. Okay. Let me see. What other ones can we cover? Celebrity crush. Ooh, okay. This is totally hard, and I hate when people ask this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. One word that describes you.
No, just I guess goofy. We'll go goofy. With that. Yep.
The first one that popped into my head was loud for me.
Oh, I thought you meant for me.
No.
No, I always feel weird when I take like those BuzzFeed quizzes that are like, how would your friends describe you? I always like go to a friend, I'm like, how would you describe me out of this list of random ass words? I'm like, I don't know. Because I have anxiety.
Time I ask my friends that, they're like, oh, smart, you're so smart, and everything. I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Like you're just saying that to my face.
Yeah.
Well, like I have anxiety, so my brain automatically goes to like the worst possible option. But yeah.
Chaos. Okay. What do you mean chaos, Azul?
We are chaos, or you are chaos?
Yeah, are we chaos or are you chaos? I feel like I'm not that chaotic. I can be hyper.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, especially when I'm excited about something.
Me too. Like right now.
Okay.
Okay, next question.
Okay. I think I'm gonna move on to the horror. Where are my horror questions?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, him. He was describing himself as chaos. Okay. That's fine then, as long as it's neither of us. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like I might have done this tag in a video like forever ago, so I don't know if you have. You probably have.
Probably.
If the questions sound familiar. Like I said, it's kind of just like a generic horror movie tag, you know. We've probably answered these questions 5 million times. What is the first horror movie you remember watching?
Oh God, I've answered this like 20. It's in every horror tag.
Yeah,
Like,
I
and I
it's
know
always a
everybody's been
question.
writing new tags, which is great, but it's everybody includes this, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I've answered it 20 times. The first one I can remember seeing is the 1981 Dracula with my dad. But the one that I know I watched that, but the one I really, really remember is Poltergeist.
Ooh, nice. Okay. I just feel bad about mine. Mine's like The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was the first movie that like scared me. That's not like 100% a horror film. It's more like action and
Comedy.
romance and anything. Yeah, and comedy.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's a guilty pleasure. I fucking love that movie. And it scared the piss out of me when I watched it when I was in like first or second grade. Whenever I watched it, Mummy scared the shit out of me.
It is a scary ass movie for sure.
Seriously. Okay, well this one I think we can just answer this together at the same time. What is your favorite horror movie? Scream. That was easy. What is your favorite horror movie genre? I don't know.
Slasher.
Okay, yeah, slasher. Yeah. Okay, fine. Slasher.
I mean, my favorite movie is Scream, so
yeah.
my favorite genre is going to be slasher.
That's true. Okay, follow-up question. What genre scares you the most? Because I don't know about you. I don't find slasher scary.
Yeah,
I think they're fun to watch, but they don't at
night. I'm trying to think of like something that keeps me up at night.
For me, it's Home Invasion.
Yeah, I would say Home Invasions definitely have a little bit more of fear after the fact.
They're usually based on some awful, like, real, true crime that happened, or, you know, and it can happen. It can still happen. Freaks me the fuck out.
Well, I've been watching Cold Justice, which, so I watched the first one, which is just, like, cold cases that they're solving. Right now I'm watching Cold Justice Sex Crimes, and I'm like, I should stop, because I'm, like, terrifying myself.
Oh my gosh.
Like
you're just adding fuel to the fire.
Like, murder is horrible and scary, but at least you're dead. Like, as bad as that is to say, and I don't want to offend anybody, and I do apologize if I do, at least if you're dead, you're dead. If you're just, like, raped or something, you have to deal with that, and that's horrible. And I'm lucky enough I have not been. So, I don't ever want to be. So, it's just like, that shit's scary. Like, well, and the thing is, like, I watch Law and Order SVU, and some of that stuff is based off of, like, true stories, but for the most part, it's all made up, and it's just a TV show. True Justice is them solving real crimes. So, I'm like, like, these people were, there was a lady in an episode that it was like 20 years before, and one of them that I just watched earlier, still unsolved.
Oh my god.
And
that used to freak me out about unsolved mysteries all the time. It was always the end that freaked me out, because they would, like, show, like, you know, like the police sketch, like, if you see this person, call this number, and that would always freak me out above everything else. Like,
Zachary, you will have to watch my Paranormal Activity review, because I talk somewhat about that.
I'm glad you said that, Zachary, because that's, like, probably the second scariest thing for me. It's like paranormal movies. It's when I go to bed later and, like, I turn off all the lights, like, you know, the whole house is dark. It's quiet, because I don't listen to anything when I go to bed.
Oh, I do. I always have.
I don't do that. See, this is like my level of paranoia. I don't turn anything on when I, like, the TV or anything, because I'm too scared. Like, what if it turns off by itself? And then I would freak out even more. So I just, like, don't. I sleep with my door open too, so that way it doesn't open and it has, like, a doorway in front of it, you know? Yeah. So that's probably the second scariest. And that's usually when I go to bed, is I start thinking about, like, all the little sounds that your house normally makes, and it's completely normal. And all of a sudden it's a demon or a ghost that's in your house at that moment.
Mine is, like, it's usually my cats, but it could be a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially when you have animals. That makes it even worse, because if they react to something that like my dogs like will randomly, like in the middle of the night, sometimes they hear something outside, probably somebody walking down the street or something, and all of a sudden they bark and I don't hear anything except for them barking. So then I freak out like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah. Totally cats will like stare at stuff and you're just like, what are you staring at?
Yeah. 100%. Yep. What is the last horror movie you watched that actually scared you?
So I don't really get super scared that much.
Yeah.
When I saw it in theaters, scared the bejeebus out of me. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I went and saw it twice in theaters, and now I can watch it and be kind of okay because you know what's gonna happen. But the first time I watched it,
I was surprised at how scary it actually was. Like,
yeah, I was like actually legit like freaked out. Was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like fine because I've seen the miniseries and read the book and stuff, but
I've not read the book. I want to, but it's big.
It's a commitment. It is a commitment. Funny story about that, actually. I like showed somebody to the book at work. It was like a dad that came in and with his like she looked to be like teenage daughter or whatever. And like, oh, like she wants to read the book. And I was, it was like kind of right after the movie came out. So it's just like conversational, like, oh, did you just go watch the movie? Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, oh yeah. And he was talking about like how shitty he thought the movie was. He was kind of like dad age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought maybe like he was like a fan of the miniseries too and the book. And that's why he thought it was bad. He's like, well, they didn't even like do the adult thing, in which I kind of corrected him like, well, they're going to do like a chapter 2, obviously. Yeah. And I was like, oh, are you more a fan of the miniseries? And straight up, I've never felt superior to anybody for being a horror fan before, but he straight up was like, what miniseries? And I was like,
you're old enough, you should know about the miniseries.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, the one with Tim Curry as Pennywise? And he was like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, come with me to the DVD section right now and let me... And, and that day I sold a book and a DVD.
Last Shift was pretty good, but I saw that a while ago. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've watched since it that scared me. I can't really think of anything, to be honest. Lights Out was pretty good, but I think I saw that before. That came out a while ago.
Yeah, it did. Blackcoat's Daughter kind of got me. Hey, Jacula. The original Blair. Is that the last horror movie you saw that scared you, though? That came out a while ago, dude.
Yeah.
Although I do agree that one is fucking terrifying.
For sure.
It gets me every time. That ending.
Yeah, for sure.
Blackcoat's Daughter was kind of...
I have not seen it yet.
It was super intense.
I was glad your video wasn't like super spoiling.
Oh, yeah.
So I watched it. You were like, I'm going to spoil everything.
I said that and I thought I was going to talk about it and I just ended up not saying any like actual specific spoilers other than there's a twist. Like, so I was actually kind of proud of myself. I was like, oh, well, I guess nobody needs to worry about it. I didn't spoil anything.
Nope. Yeah. I'll have to watch that because you, Lee, and Emma have all reviewed it. So
now I can finally watch their reviews because I
put it off.
I try not to before I go watch a movie.
Yeah, for sure. It depends. Like if I know somebody that doesn't get super spoily.
Yeah.
Well, Lee luckily usually leaves the spoils to like the last few minutes of his reviews, so you can like stop watching.
Zachary says he saw that in theaters. Y'all were still in diapers. Whatever.
Probably. Were we even born yet? When did that movie come out?
99.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
we were definitely.
I was
born.
not.
It's not that old.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to go because I don't want to get hate for saying it wrong. 99. Yeah, that's 99.
Okay. Look at you. No one. Okay, next question.
Next question. Okay, this is another one that we can answer at the same time. Who is your ultimate scream queen? 1, 2, 3. Neve
Neve
Campbell.
Campbell. Always Neve Campbell.
It's always Neve Campbell.
Yep.
I don't even know what I was going with when I said that first time. It's always Neve Campbell.
I love it though.
Do you have any other ones that you like as well besides Neve Campbell?
Okay, so I know a lot of people, for whatever reason, don't necessarily classify her as a scream queen, even though she is, but Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, is there criteria for a scream queen? Like, what is the criteria for a
I don't know.
I think she can.
Well, and I think it's because people, like, everybody associates her with Buffy. She's also in Scream 2, briefly, but gets thrown off a roof. But, it's been out long enough. Sorry if I spoiled it for anybody.
Yeah.
But she was in, and I think people forget that she was in The Grudge. So.
Yeah. And I Know What You Did Last Summer.
And I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yep. So she's a scream queen.
And I think she counts because according to the internet, a scream queen is an actress who has become associated with horror films either through an appearance in a notable entry in the genre, blah, 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 as a frequent victim, or through constant appearances as the female protagonist. So via that definition, Sarah Michelle Gellar counts.
Yep.
People mix up.
Yeah, people mix up Scream Queen Final Girl for sure. There's definitely a difference.
Yes.
Neve Campbell is both.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I mean, the big one is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Of course, but everybody says her.
I know.
Well, she was in my list. She just wasn't as far up.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. She can be on the list. Okay, next question is an interesting one. I'm interested to hear your opinion. What's a concept you'd like to see in horror? The fun part is trying to think of a concept that hasn't been done.
You answer it first.
Okay. What is a concept I would like to see in horror? I just feel like everything's been done though. If I want to go just like what I'd like to see a horror movie about.
That's a good idea.
Damn. What hasn't been done?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I know, that's a hard question.
Okay, think about it for a minute. I'm gonna take a bathroom break because I drank this whole big thing of water. And
okay.
So I'll be right back. You guys can look at my dirty background.
The devils are the hero. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of been done sometimes. Although devils are capital, do you mean like the devil? Where the actual devil is the hero? I feel like The Witch, like the movie The Witch, that kind of is like the devils are the hero, kind of. I don't know. I feel like that could be done, or that has been done. More creature like the 80s. True. Oh, Hellboy, that's a good one, yeah. We're talking straight up demons from hell. Okay, I see you. All right. Good point. Although I still think it could be done. I don't know. I feel like everything's been done, though. Like, there's a vegan zombie movie, which I've not seen. It's probably a piece of shit. We've got social media horror already. What hasn't been done? I guess straight up demons from hell. Paradise Lost. Is that a movie? I know it's like one of those like epic poems. Is that what you're talking about?
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. The chat was kind of just weighing in on concepts they'd like to see in horror.
Okay.
Dracula says where the devils are the hero, but like straight up demons from hell. like are the hero.
Nice.
Vicky, favorite creature in a horror movie? Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Hells yeah.
I
Okay, did
feel
you
like
think
he
of
gets
something?
overshadowed by all the other Universal
That's true.
movie monsters, you know, like Dracula and Frankenstein and the Wolfman always get all the fame. I like the creature.
True.
He's a bit misunderstood, like all the other ones, and
Yep. Did you think of anything
no.
that you wanted? Okay. Trying to think. I know it seems like everything's been done. I don't know.
I know, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like books
Ooh.
and stuff though too, because I read a lot of like horror book. Good choice. Thank you, Dino. Dino stamp of approval for my favorite creature. That makes me feel good.
Creature from the Black Lagoon versus the creature from The Shape of Water. It's like,
you know,
two monsters in love fighting each other.
Two monsters in love fighting each other. Basically the same creature. I don't know. I still haven't seen The Shape of Water.
I watched it. No, I watched it. It was really good. I watched it recently. I liked it. But I do, like, so I watched Emma's review because she obviously, as we all know, well, we all should know, loves Creature from Black Lagoon because she has a tattoo. Oh, versus Small Things. That would be really good. I have a fun story, which I'll tell in a second. But, yeah, it's really good, but I definitely do kind of agree that it's not like the new Creature from the Black Lagoon. I mean, it's its own thing. I guess that I got like inspired by it. I mean, I did really like it. I agree it was hyped up a little bit more, but I do think it is a beautiful film and it is really good, and I do suggest you check it out. But
I will eventually.
Eventually.
To see. Ben says horror from the perspective of the family dog. Do you know how short of a movie that would be? The dog always dies first.
Well, depends. If it's home invasion, they usually do.
It definitely depends, but
well, does the poltergeist dog live? The dog in Poltergeist lives. He gets out of the house.
Yeah.
I think he lives.
But usually they're the first to point out the danger, so the danger takes out the dog.
That's true. Yeah, fishman sex is uncomfortable. That did get a little bit weird. It's funny because
wait. Is there actually a sex scene in the movie though?
Not like full on penetration, but there's like naked hugging under the water at one point.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. No, but so like there's people that are like, they just call it the fish sex movie. And I'm like, yeah, because she literally talks about having sex with a fish. I mean, obviously she's mute, so she doesn't actually talk. But is she mute or deaf? I saw it and I can't even remember. But I think she's mute. That's right. She literally like sign languages with her friend about how she had great sex with the fish.
She describes how his penis works.
Yeah. Says. Yep, there's a whole scene about it. So yes, it's a fish sex movie.
There is Gilman sex in the film, just not porn style. Damn it!
They didn't actually give him a.
That's it. I'm not watching it now. If it's not.
If it's not fish porn.
If it's not fish porn, I'm not here for
it. I only watch fish porn.
Screw romance.
Someday somebody is gonna Shane Dawson me and gonna just clip that bit where I said that and use it again. No, but yeah, I think. Oh, so my Swamp Thing fun story. My dad makes this delicious sandwich, which he's actually has made a vegan version for me before, where it's multi-layer stuff. I'm not going to say what's in it to give away the recipe. I keep telling them they need to make maybe I'll give it directly to you.
Okay,
but I keep telling them they need to make a sub shop and sell it. And so all like horror themed sandwiches would be fun. But they were watching Swamp Thing when he invented it. And so It's called the Swamp Thing Sandwich.
Nice.
And it's always fun to tell people it's the Swamp Thing Sandwich.
Yeah, if you could just send that recipe directly to me, all of these meat eaters in the chat will not appreciate it like I would appreciate it. So,
well, they'd appreciate the original version. But you can replace everything with a vegan version. Okay. So I will get the recipe from my dad. Send it to you.
That's all that matters.
Yep. Okay, so did you ever think of something?
No. I don't know. Is there a lot of things kind of like, I feel like it's starting to become more popular, like horror movies that are kind of based around the senses. Like, you know how we have like Don't Breathe and now A Quiet Place.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's interesting. I don't know like how much more you could explore.
Yeah. Well, and
that,
like,
but
I keep reading the name of the one we were just talking about. She's mute, so that kind of deals with that.
Yeah, but that's not a straight up horror movie.
Though. No. It's like a fish romance.
Yeah,
thing.
It's a fish. It's fish
it
romance.
Is. It is always weird to me that it's like categorized as a horror, which like old monster movies are too. So I kind of get it.
But and probably because of Del Toro, like his name is on it, and he does a lot of
horror and monster
movies. Oh, Hush, yeah, thank you,
Hush. That's a good one. Oh, I love that movie. I thought it was really good. Well, I remember I saw it was on Tumblr, of course, so someone was complaining. Somebody was like complaining about it. They hadn't even watched it. They just saw the description for it and was complaining about it. And I was like, no, like watch the actual film because she's like a badass woman. She has friends. Like, yes, she's somewhat like moved away. But she's really not like hasn't completely isolated herself.
Yeah.
Like from everyone. Like she's a badass, strong woman. And I'm like, no, like, because basically their complaint was that they felt like it's probably like victimizing like deaf people, which I totally get. Okay. You definitely have to be like very sensitive with that. But she's like this badass, hardcore woman. Like, no, she's not victimized at all.
Yeah.
For being deaf. Or needs more Gary Busey. No.
Stranger Things is getting Jake Busey.
Really?
Stranger Things season 3.
Mm-hmm.
They cast Jake Busey and Carrie Elwes.
Okay, I want to Google Jake Busey because I want to see what he looks like.
I mean, he pretty much looks like his dad.
And then poor guy. Poor Gary Busey.
He's going to be a reporter or something in Stranger Things.
Okay. Yeah, he's got an interesting face. Poor kid.
Got it. He's got a...
He doesn't got the best genes either.
Damn.
Silver bullet style.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what's the next question?
Ooh, I loved Frighteners. I forgot he was in that. He's the bad guy in that, right, Ben?
I don't think I've seen that.
Like the really evil guy.
I
love the Frighteners.
You don't know Jake Busey. No, I did not know who Jake Busey was. Family stuff. Shit, what's his name? Hold on. I can't completely like probably gonna pop up my head before I even finish with
the bad guy.
Google loading. What I was thinking of. Kiefer, did you guys know that Kiefer Sutherland's brother is in the second Lost Boys movie? Fun fact right there.
I didn't know Kiefer Sutherland had a brother.
Yep, he plays like the main vampire in the second Lost Boys film. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah,
did not know that.
Random fact. I have like a 4 DVD set that has the 3 Lost Boys and then Queen of the Damned in it.
Nice. Oh, interesting. Okay.
I love that movie. It's a very
yeah. There's just like
a 4th vampire
vampire
film. Yep.
like random, like here's a series of films that are all related, and then here's Queen of the Damned.
I'm just gonna throw in a random vampire
it's just
film.
like kind of random, like from a totally different series of books. At least it's not really related to the movies.
Nope.
Okay. Since we can't think of any other concepts, what is your favorite on-screen kill?
Ooh.
I can't think. I don't think I can pinpoint one. I have ones that are my favorite, like multiple ones.
Yeah, I guess. Why am I blanking? Stu in Scream when she pushes the TV onto his face. It's a pretty good one.
That is a good one. That's a brutal way to go, man.
I also like. Why am I blanking on her character's name? The killer in Scream 4. The clear.
Oh, Emma Roberts.
Mm-hmm. And then she turns around and like shoots her.
Yeah. Cool. That is
Don't watch Lost Boys sequels. The third one actually isn't too bad just because it brought back both Corey's. The Corey Haim is only in it for like a few seconds, but
yeah.
Which is a bummer. He's supposed to be in a lot more, but they cut all his stuff.
I know, that time.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I forgot. Corey Haim is another celebrity crush. I always like forget him. And well, because I mean, he died.
Yeah.
Sadly, pretty early. So most of like his high point movies were before I was even born. Mm-hmm. Like both like their careers kind of unfortunately flopped in the 90s. So it's like one of those weird things where it's like I had a crush on you from before I was even born, but
I know that's always awkward. Like
so cute. Yeah. And you're unfortunately past now.
You are no longer of this earth.
Yeah.
Go back to the kills.
Okay, yeah.
Speaking of death, favorite kill. If we're going with Scream, Rose McGowan's death is
one for sure.
The whole series. Ground door kill.
It's funny, I'm sure you already know this, but for people who don't, she actually could fit through the door, so she had to like fake it, basically. Yeah. Yep. Which is funny.
So she could have, it's like the Titanic door, you know, like could have fit 2 people on the door. She could have made it out of the doggy door alive.
Yep. So, but yeah. Any other favorites?
I mean, the Jason X liquid nitrogen one is a popular one among people. That's one of my favorites for sure.
Yep.
Sure. Trying to think of any other kills.
Yeah.
Oh, I've always liked pretty much most of the deaths in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I thought they were so creative. Other than Scream. God, shut up, Zachary.
Don't be mean, Zachary. What you came to our stream? What did you think we were gonna talk about? No. Yeah, I would say Johnny Depp. I could watch him be murdered over and over.
I know. Those ones are just based on like technicality too. Yeah. Like just like they were just so creatively
Coach Hotel and Nightmare 5. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other really good ones.
One that always I thought was really cool. Me and my best friend were always like super nerds about the Underworld movies. I cannot get my best friend to go watch any horror movies, but like Underworld is like just actiony enough that like I can get her to go see. I can't remember his character's name, but it's Bill Nighy. When she like that's just, you know, like Nighy.
Yeah.
But when she, like Kate Beckinsale like takes the sword and she like slices his head like diagonally. There's that moment where he's like surprised and then his head slides off and fucking
Friday the 13th, the sex death scene. That's a good one.
Nice.
I love that one.
Okay, if we're going off of that,
Kebab.
then sleeping bag over the fire.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
A good one.
I was just thinking of ones that are like, how is the way like I don't want to go? Being tied up in a sleeping bag and put over a fire is probably like up in top 3 of like ways I do not want to go.
Yep.
It's roast alive.
That's a bad one. Okay, next question.
Okay, next question.
We can talk about that forever.
I know. So Zachary's gonna fucking hate this question. What is your favorite horror franchise?
1, 2, 3, Scream!
Okay, but other than Scream, do you have any other favorite horror franchises that you
well, since Zachary mentioned it, Final Destination and Saw are my other 2. It's funny because my favorite like top horror films are all ones with franchises. There you go. Stand up, my knees are hurting.
You're good. Saw was one like I'm just like one of those people that I only like the first couple ones.
Yeah,
for sure. Like, for me, it's just like a steady decline. Like,
yeah, for sure. The second Saw is my favorite.
Okay.
So,
yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one. I'm trying to think other ones than like the normal answers. Ooh,
yeah, for sure. OCD.
Yeah, I know. Like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. I like the kind of recent ones. I like the Insidious movies.
Really? I'm not that into Insidious.
Yeah.
I just not into like that entire group. Like as horrible that
and like
is.
You mean like that plus
Annabelle,
like the Conjuring and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked Annabelle, but the rest of them I'm just not that hardcore into. I'm just like, and I think it's also because there's a like, even though I love franchises, there's a part of me that's like they're so monopolizing every horror movie.
That's true.
Like we have a select couple like It and Get Out and all those couple ones in there every now and then that are part of it, but it seems like almost all like the horror films that are doing it really well are all part of that entire group.
Yeah.
And also because keep bringing up other channels, but Emma did that video like kind of debunking those or whatever.
Yeah.
That basically like, oh no, it wasn't Emma that did it. It was it wasn't Emma. It's the other redhead, Sarah Hawkings did get my redheads confused. That did a video where she basically was talking about that like there's a lot of people, like a lot of the people that stuff really happened to have said that like it wasn't necessarily to that extent, or like
obviously like they're gonna dramatize it.
Well, and also that like the couple or whatever are kind of fake. Like a lot of the stuff that like when they came to the house, they would like make stuff happen or whatever. So a lot of like,
thank you for joining.
Night Dino, thank you so much. But yeah, they like a lot of even what they did in real life was like a lot of what, I shouldn't say so much the movies, I guess the books that they wrote, a lot of what they wrote as a real life couple was like not true. Okay. So I'm kind of like,
I feel like I like at least in terms of The Conjuring, I feel like I like the spin-offs more than I like the actual, although like The Conjuring only has like 2 movies technically, you just have the first 2. But, like all the little spin-offs that have come off of it. I find I like it much better.
I haven't watched The Nun yet, so maybe I'll like that one.
It hasn't come out yet, has it? I don't think so.
The Nun yet? It has, hasn't it? Oh no, maybe there's one before that came out. Like, was there a key one or something? I don't know. There was another one.
Yeah, that was an Insidious one. The last.
Oh, okay.
Key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah, The Nun has come out.
I just don't like those.
That
See,
one
I kinda
I'm
like
actually excited for the nun.
Yeah, a
She
lot of
freaks
people
me
are.
out, like
Yeah, she's pretty scary, so.
yeah.
Yeah, I liked Annabelle, the first
Yeah.
one, but
Yeah, I like I end up like I think I'm gonna like the spin-offs more. And then they already have another one planned for 2019, but nobody knows if it's gonna be like The Conjuring 3 or another spin-off. If it's a
yeah.
spin-off, it's gonna be The Crooked Man, which I would be down for. I'd be down for that. Conjuring 3, I don't really know what they're gonna do. I feel like they started off with two really big like haunted house stories. So like what else are they gonna do? Like and they skipped over
AKA
Amityville.
the
So
best nap. I like that. That's good.
I stand by that one. I like that movie. I don't care what anyone says.
Okay, next question.
Okay. Well, this is the last one of the horror ones. Once again, I think we're gonna be able to answer this one the same. Who is your favorite horror director?
Wes
Wes
Craven.
Craven. Yeah.
Of course. Conjuring 3 with werewolf possession.
I guess. Well, it's supposed to be based off Ed and Lorraine Warren, and they've already done the most popular stories. So what else are they gonna do?
Right?
It's just gonna be a whole bunch of like what, like a string of like not well known paranormal stories.
That's
They skipped over Amityville.
True. No, well, isn't there? I guess it's not part of that. I was gonna say there was a new Amityville horror movie, but
Right?
it
Yeah,
wasn't
no, it wasn't part of that. But at least like in the Conjuring timeline, they've already passed that.
That's true, but they could fit it in. I mean,
They could, yeah.
always
They've kind of like hinted at it, like
prequel.
yeah, I guess.
But
I kind of wish they wouldn't though, because Amityville has been done to death.
I know. Speaking of those, have you seen Hard Candy? It's not part of that, but it's got the actor from that in it.
No, I actually haven't seen Hard Candy.
Ah, so good. Really fucked up, but really good.
Yeah. That one has Nev Campbell in it though, right? It's the one
No.
I'm thinking of, I think. No?
It's got
There's one I don't know what I'm thinking of, but I'm looking it up.
Hold on, my cat wants out of the bedroom. She's
With Ellen Page? Ellen Page? Is that the right movie? With Ellen Page? Is that right? Oh, okay.
Yep. It's got the dude.
Oh, Patrick Wilson. Fucking love Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
He has the voice of an angel.
I know, right? He's got a great voice. Speaking of great voices, ooh, that's what we didn't do. Celebrity crushes based off their voices. I've been watching BoJack Horseman because Will Arnett voices the main character, and I could listen to that dude talk all day. Yep, OCD hair horror knows what we're talking about. Yeah, Will Arnett's got a great voice.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, I get it. Ellen Page and Patrick Wilson. I found it.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the movie is with Nev Campbell that I'm thinking of, but I got it mixed up with, and now I'm going to look it up because.
You mean Batman? Yes. He does voice the Lego Batman.
Wild Things.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know why I got those mixed up.
I don't know why you got those mixed up.
Ooh, same director of 30 Days of Night. I love that movie. Those are some scurry-ass vampires.
I know. You talked about it in your vampire tag.
Fucking scary-ass vampires. There's no way I'd survive that.
Nope.
They're terrifying.
Do we have any questions from the crowd?
Yeah.
I'm trying to like think of anything else that we could think of. I thought of one thing, but it's kind of personal, so I don't know if I want to ask you.
I don't care.
I don't know if you've talked about it on your channel. Your sexuality.
Oh, I'm straight.
Oh, okay. I'm not.
What'd you say? I
said I'm not.
You're not?
Nope, I'm bi.
Oh, okay. I was gonna like I didn't want to like say like ask just in case. I know some people.
That's okay. No, I've talked about it on my channel before. That's why when I like saying celebrity crushes, I say so. My best friend's in here. Hi, Megan.
Oh, that's a good question from Ben. Any cool urban legends from your area?
Yes, I wanted to bring it up earlier because we were talking about killer legends. The like legend or whatever sort of a legend behind like the babysitter in the house or whatever, like getting the phone call from the babysitter, getting the phone call and the killer being in the house. That actually is something that happened right here in Columbia, still unsolved.
Huh.
Yep.
Nice.
They had like
Florida
a suspect.
nothing.
Really? You gotta have something.
I'll look it up.
So how'd you get from California to Florida?
My dad was in the Air Force.
Oh, okay. I was
easy
not.
peasy.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because people like I moved around growing up a lot because my dad works for the government too, but people always are like, "Oh, Army brat," and I'm like, "No, but nuclear brat."
Nuclear blood.
Which sounds funny. Well, my dad worked for the nuclear business. So
okay. That's cool.
Yep. Yeah. So we moved around a lot growing up too.
What? Oh, okay. I don't know if these count as. Oh, I forgot about that one. Okay, I guess we do have some cool ones. I lied. Kitty.
Hey, Kellen, there's nothing in the bowl. Look at all that cat hair that's just on her and coming off. She needs a brush.
You guys may have heard about Robert the Doll. You know about Robert the Doll?
Oh, yep.
Key West. There you go.
I've not seen any of those movies, but
got one. No. Did they make movies out of them? No, it's a haunted doll.
Yeah. There's
I didn't know they made movies out of it.
Yeah, they're apparently very bad. But
shit. There's also Spook Hill. I don't think that's an urban legend though, and I probably shouldn't say it because it's not named Spook Hill because it's spooky. It's actually like racist.
Oh.
The name Spook like is not meant to be because it's spooky. But it's really cool. I don't know. It's like some like science-y and like geography shit that like it's like uphill. Or no. It's like when you're going downhill, it feels like you're driving uphill. If that makes sense. Yeah. Apparently, I don't know. There's like it says if you stop your car in the right place and then you put your car in neutral, it'll look like your vehicle is rolling uphill.
That's weird.
I don't know. It's like some science shit that I don't know, but
clearly. Yeah, we've got the old lady in the back of the car.
The old lady what? Oh. The old lady in the back of the car. Old lady in the back of the car. I don't know that urban legend. Is that the one with like you have the other person driving behind somebody and they're flashing them, the person's getting scared, and I don't know about the old lady in the back of the car.
Yeah. But yeah, we just have that babysitter one.
Nice. That's like a straight up urban legend. I'm looking at I straight up had to look up urban legends from Florida. Ooh, there's the Skyway Ghost. That one's that's probably like the closest one to where I am. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Apparently there's a ghost. It's like the third or fourth most highest rate of suicides in the United States, that bridge. So I guess there's a ghost that I don't know. I've never seen a ghost on that bridge.
I don't know. Ben, that's creepy.
We have a place in Tulsa where if you stand in one spot, people outside of the spot can't hear you, even if you scream. Ooh, let's make a horror movie about that.
Yeah, that would be a good horror movie. Oh, is there any horror movies about the Bermuda Triangle?
Ooh, probably.
That'd be cool. I think there is, but I don't know.
Probably. I would be really surprised if there wasn't. If not, then we have a 5 million. Yep.
Fellow Oklahoman.
The Bermuda Triangle, 1978. Triangle, 2009. Satan's Triangle, 1975. The Triangle, 2001.
Okay, so there are.
The list goes on. Ooh, Bermuda Tentacles, 2014. That one sounds good. Kidding, obviously.
Oklahoman make.
Any other questions from the chat? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. Nope, now you got it.
I know. Hello, Okie. I'm trying to think of anything else we can talk about that we might have in common. I'll look up something real quick.
Go for it. Everyone knows the movie called Triangle. How would you want to die in a horror movie? Would I want to die? Quickly.
Yeah. Just kebabbed. I don't know.
Preferably at the hands of somebody like Jason, who was just like, no nonsense. You know, chop my head off with his machete. Quick and easy. Done. Preferably that way. Or in my sleep. Does that happen in horror movies? Probably not, but I could die sleeping. That'd be great.
That's true. Just die in my sleep.
Yeah. Doing my favorite thing.
Sleep.
Nothing you could brag to your ghost friends about?
Nope. Let's see.
What would happen in the afterlife? You just brag about your death. Nightmare on Elm Street? Hell no. Nothing from Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, I just want to be.
That is my nightmare. Not being able to
sleep and dead.
Sleep. Yeah, but you're gonna be terrified and exhausted first.
Yeah, exactly. Peaceful, sleepy death.
Yeah.
That sounded really dark. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon.
Way into the abyss.
Yep. I was trying to think anything else. You got any guilty pleasure music? I don't really guilty pleasure anything, but
I was gonna say, yeah, like that's a tough one because I don't consider anything a guilty pleasure because I don't give a fuck. If I like it, I like it. I guess probably the only thing that other people might consider it is K-pop.
Really, I have just not gotten into it.
Girl.
I know, one of my friends gives me a hard time because she loves K-pop. But my thing is I can't understand it. And she knows Korean and stuff, so I'm just like, yeah, but you know what they're...
It's music. Like, you can tell if a song is sad or if it's happy or if it's angry.
That's true, but I'm still just like, I know, and that's a little biased because I have listened to artists like Hispanic versions of songs and like it, and I don't know what they're saying, but except for maybe like a few words. But yeah, I don't know. I just like the music's really catchy and stuff. I will give it that, but I just haven't gotten. I have a hard time not being able. I guess I'm big on lyrics. So for me, it's like hard to not know, which I know people probably make fun of because One Direction, but and then have some fun.
I like all sorts of crazy music, so I don't make fun of anybody for whatever you like. Hanson, what are you guys going on about Hanson?
Guilty pleasure, probably.
Don't be guilty about that. Hanson was awesome.
I know.
Oh, Hanson. What horror show or movie would you want to live in?
Ooh, none.
Trick or Treat.
You'd want to live in Trick or Treat?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Why? I guess that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, it's all awesome and Halloweenified. And
Sure.
technically, it's supposed to be in the same universe as Krampus, which is also awesome. So,
Oh, really? I did not know that. Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, and I guess if you lived in that world, you could avoid being like killed because not everybody is. So
Right. I follow all the rules of Halloween. Like, I'm not getting killed by Sam.
nope.
I'll just have fun. J-pop, Azul says.
J-pop.
That
Yep.
one I can't get into because so much of it is like cutesy. And I don't like that
True.
I don't like the overly cutesy stuff. And I feel like that's
True.
most of J-pop. I could be wrong though. If you have any
That's
good
true.
bands that are not super cutesy, please suggest them and I will listen to them. Give them a fair shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I have any guilty pleasure music because I just like what I like. Trying to think of any.
Feel guilty about liking it, which we
No.
don't.
Nope.
Vicky turned me on to K-pop. Hey, yeah, man.
I know. I'm trying to think. Don't really have any guilty pleasure movies either because I just like what I like. I mean, I just love a good teen rom-com.
A teen rom-com.
Well, like my favorite, aside from Breakfast Club, or aside from Scream, Breakfast Club is like my favorite movie.
Ooh, Breakfast Club.
So I love the 80s.
Nice.
And then obviously I talked about loving Can't Hardly Wait, which is just cheesy as hell, but I love it. Well,
I like Detroit Rock City, which a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people I think I posted about it on Twitter and people are like, ew, you like that movie? And I'm like,
what movie?
That movie?
What movie?
Detroit Rock City.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen it before. I'll have to look it up.
Man, it's got awesome ass music.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that movie
for sure. What's that? Rock and Roll High School? That's about the Ramones. That's a pretty good one. And it's got the girl.
I've never heard of that.
It's got one of the actresses from Halloween in it.
Is that what it's called? Rock and Roll High School is what it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna look that up later. I'm down for that. That sounds
Rock and Roll High School. High School. No, so it's about a girl who's played by somebody in the chat will probably say it before I look it up, but High School.
PJ Souls.
Yep, there you go.
OCD horses.
Yep. Knew somebody was gonna get there before I did. She's in it, and she basically plays this girl that's like obsessed with the Ramones, and then ends up getting them to like come to her school, and yeah, it's
nice.
Just a great
and
time.
Yes, exactly. Like Lynn Shay is in Detroit Rock City, and that is the first thing I ever saw her in, and she kicks ass in that role too. She is so fucking funny.
Nice. Yeah. And then what else was I gonna say? Oh well. Yeah, but I love good. Oh, like okay, this is what I was gonna say. Like when I watch Not Another Teen Movie, I literally have seen like every movie that they make fun of in Not Another Teen Movie. Like a big part of the concept of that film is from Can't Hardly Wait. So
okay.
But yeah, like there's just it's so good. So you gotta look it up and watch it.
Okay, I definitely will. I've definitely seen Not Another Teen Movie, obviously.
Yep. And every time I watch it, I'm like, I've seen everything they're making fun of, and I do not care. Well, that's like one of the reasons I love Riverdale so much is because all the parents are like played by these like 80s and 90s actors.
Yeah.
So it's like you got a good time.
I'm horrible at starting TV shows. So
Orange is in it. He's in more of the current season than he was the first one, but he's definitely in it more.
Yeah, I know he was in that. I've seen like all of his Instagram posts and stuff on it, and it's just not. It looks like very teen drama, and I'm kind of just like,
super cheesy.
I have to be in the mood for that sort of TV show. Like,
shit got real last night on Riverdale, right?
I would not know. I basically watch everything way later than everybody does.
Yeah, I know, me too. Well, I watched it the next day, but
Yeah. Well, like series like Black Mirror.
yeah.
Like I started that with like
I still haven't watched
just
any.
like 2 months ago or whatever. Not even 2 months ago. It's really good. It's an anthology thing, so it's like you can kind of just like
That's what somebody was. Yeah, that's actually what my friend Meg, who's in the chat, my best friend who we were talking about earlier. Yeah, we were talking about you. Nothing bad, I promise. Her and our friend Shiloh said that it's really good, and I did not know that it was an anthology, and I was kind of like, okay, that's cool. So it's something different. Did you watch my reaction for Dead by Midnight?
Oh no, I haven't yet.
Bad kid. If you weren't busy, I'd be mad at you all the time. I'd be mad. No, but yeah, it's a new anthology, and it looks hella cheesy and hella good, and it looks like it's definitely along the lines of like Tales of Halloween and Holidays.
Oh fuck
like
yeah!
Those.
Okay.
So I was like, I watched it, and I was like, Vicky's gonna like this too. That's another thing we have in common. Anthologies. So yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet, but I am excited that it's an anthology, because then I'm like, okay, that's definitely more interesting.
And they all have like social commentary within them too, which like I just nerd out endlessly about that crap. So
I know. Oh, do you watch the and Meg's probably gonna comment on this, but The Handmaid's Tale?
I haven't seen it.
It's so good. And they have 2 episodes of season 2 up. That's the thing that bugs me about Hulu shows, is they don't do it the same way Netflix does.
Oh yeah, I know.
Where they all come up at once.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I really like it. It's really good.
Yeah. Although it is nice though, because you can watch a show that's currently on TV. You just normally just have to wait an extra day.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice. You don't have to wait for it to all be over before you watch it. But
no, for sure. The other thing that Hulu also does, well, the other thing that they do that annoys me is they won't have every single episode of the season
that is annoying.
So if I'm like taking a break from watching something, I can't like get caught up. Like Gotham, I'm gonna have to wait till Netflix updates, which they always release it like a couple days before the new season starts.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Which is annoying, because it's like, well, now I don't have time to like catch up and watch. Because I was watching it while it was like coming out, and then I just like, I always have to take a break. I won't like watch too much, so I had to take a break from it, and then of course got to the point where I just got lost and was like, well, now Hulu's not gonna have every episode up. So
yeah. Well, it's because they want you to binge it right before. That's why Netflix does that.
I know it's Hulu. Shiloh and I are obsessed with BuzzFeed Unsolved. I have not watched that yet. And
somebody was telling me about it, and I can't remember who it was telling me about BuzzFeed Unsolved.
I don't know.
They really enjoyed it, and I for the life of me, I now cannot remember.
Yeah, another friend of mine said it was really good, but I have not watched any of it. I think it's actually, you can watch it on Hulu. I think it's
really? Oh. Yep. I feel like it's just because it's like BuzzFeed now kind of has like a stigma around it, where I'm kind of like, immediately when someone's like BuzzFeed, I just kind of cringe a little bit.
I know. Me too. I was like, really? People are obsessed with the BuzzFeed show? Like, that's kind of weird.
So I'm like not 100% sold on BuzzFeed Unsolved, but
I know. Me either. But I'll eventually watch it.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll get around to it.
Watching Cold Justice. Well, and I've been wanting to watch Unsolved Mysteries, because you can watch that on Hulu.
Yeah.
Fun, weird fact, because I used to watch that when I was little, as you do, stupidly. Mom made me kind of stop watching it because there was the episode, I don't know if you remember it, but about spontaneous combustion. Some noise outside. And I was terrified of spontaneously combusting. Like, to the point where I couldn't sleep. Like, I was cripply feared by it. Because it's like a weird unknown thing, and there's nothing you can do about it. And the episode of Unsolved Mysteries on it was so terrifying. So if I do watch, I'm gonna have to like skip that episode because I can still remember scenes from the episode like in my brain.
I think I've
True crime is awesome.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Riverdale. Weird to have it watch this.
Great. We're yawning. I drank a glass this big full of wine, so I'm feeling great.
You're late to the night.
I know you are late. We answered so many questions.
I know.
We talked about so many things.
Yeah.
Anything else you can, Danny, quick tell a dad joke before you get cookies out of the oven.
BuzzFeed, Reddit, Snapchat, what? I'm eating.
Get with the time, Zachary. At work, sorry.
Right? His name is horrifying. Or his voice is horrifying. At work, sorry. We were bragging about you and Gory earlier.
Yeah, we said so many nice things.
And and I'm not going to repeat them because you weren't here. So you'll just have to rewatch this from the beginning to find out what we said. MySpace, right? Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
MySpace days. Where you got all your good music from.
Yeah, that's true. Do you still have your... Wait, did they completely changed and like took down everyone's profiles, right?
I think they're still up, but okay. I
took mine down.
Could not find mine. I kept it up, but I don't know what my password was, and I don't have access to that email. Yeah. So I don't have access to the backup email that they had you put, so I have no clue how to get into mine. They need to have like a better way that you can reset that information because they gotta know people aren't gonna remember.
Yeah.
I'll go back and watch it when I get off. Tom's his only friend. Yeah.
Tom.
Good old top 8.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That was just always like so fucking serious too. Like, who am I gonna put in my top 8? Like, this is so serious. Like,
but MySpace really was like ahead of its time. It was really like the first social media platform, and you got to like add bands and stuff. And then MySpace bands would like comment on your stuff.
Yeah.
Which has now turned into Twitter DMs, which is annoying. Anytime I like post about a band or something, I get a flood of this is so mean to say, but you get like a flood of bands trying to make it that follow you. And then inevitably if you follow them or a member back, like message you. And like sometimes if they look interesting, I'll go and listen. But sometimes you listen and you're like, you sound nothing like the band that you just said you sounded like. That would cause problems. The crazy top 8. Yep. But picking music that played on your page. Hell yeah. And then you always had like
kind of where like these little like tag things started, you know, because there would always be like those crazy like 100-question questionnaire that you would post on your Facebook page. I did that shit all the time. Like anybody was interested. Like this Facebook
poster. I had a friend, Dakota, who I have known since elementary school, who would every now and then just Facebook poke me, and we just like poke each other back and forth.
I never understood the point.
At your band comments. I don't know, to get people's attention. I think it was Facebook's way of flirting back in the day. I don't know. But, yep. What was I going to say? Also, and you always had, like, I don't know about y'all, always had, like, some cheesy emo quote.
Oh, hell yeah.
Always something from the used.
My top 8 was fake random links that went to random websites just to mess with people.
I feel old. Live Journal, MySpace, and then Facebook. I did have Live Journal. I didn't post on it as much. I sometimes read, but bands on Facebook, Twitter are like the guys that we all that we call puppies.
What?
That's what OCD horror said.
I know. I'm like, I'm saying what?
Yeah. I don't get that so much with bands because I don't accept random friend requests, but sometimes, yeah, you get bands, dudes that'll follow you, and then are like, check out my band. I'm like, if I wanted to check out your band, I would go click on your profile. Check it.
I know you don't want to feel mean. It's like I know you're trying to make it and all, but you're being annoying about it.
It's true. Yep, you can still poke on Facebook, I'm pretty sure.
And I still don't understand the point of it. Puppies, they follow you everywhere.
That makes sense. I'm leaving you for 52 weeks of 4. Good night. Sorry, not sorry. Okay.
Whatever. Bye, Zachary.
Whatever. Fucking hurt.
Oh, so are you two related? Yeah, we didn't answer that question yet. That was the one question we didn't answer.
Hold on, I lost volume. Are we related? Yep.
Yeah, I said that's the question we didn't answer.
True. I think we are.
Yeah, we think we might have been like distantly related somehow. There's like some wires got crossed, and for sure.
Maybe we're separated at birth.
Even though you were born 2 years before me.
Somebody somewhere.
We really were separated at birth.
Somebody somewhere's parent is lying about their age. Either I'm 2 years younger or you're 2 years older.
Well, it's probably better if you're 2 years younger, right? Than
I hope so.
Younger, so we'll go with that one.
Everyone decided to stream at the same time. People do stream a lot at the same time.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
What can you do about it?
Friday night. This is what we all do on Friday nights. We don't go out and do anything. We just either host streams or watch streams.
Yep, basically. Yep. Trying to think what else.
I mean, we answered the big one. If we're related.
We did. There are 6 other days in the week. Yo, true. Yeah, but people can't always get together, and Fridays are like the best time to do it.
Yeah.
People.
Nobody wants to stay up this late on a weeknight.
Technically, it's a weeknight for me. I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Early in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
No, it's only 11 here, so I'll probably have to get off soon. But
yeah, I was gonna say, but still, I don't know if you're like me. Like I'm like an 80-year-old on the inside, so like, if it were me and I had to be up early the next morning, I'd be like, all right, we answered all the questions. Time to go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely getting there, but I usually start trying to go to bed by now, or by 11. But so if anybody has last minute questions for either of us,
ask your questions now. Lizzie needs her beauty rest because poor girl.
Thanks.
Poor girl.
I don't know if that was a compliment or an insult.
A compliment. So you can stay as beautiful as you are right now. You didn't let me finish.
Good pullback. Good save. Well,
gotcha.
My break is over. You ladies have a wonderful evening. Okay, bye.
Thank you for choosing to spend your break with us, Danny.
Yeah, thank you. Good night.
Also, people have insomnia and junk. Untapped market.
True. Ooh, yeah.
Good point.
Karate man. Yep.
Last call for questions. Last call. Probably shouldn't have drank all that wine.
What's the up next video that's showing on your end?
Oh, wow. That actually reminds me, I didn't make my video live before we went live. So like in a few minutes after, once this stream is over, I'll hop over onto my channel and make live my review of Eyes Without a Face.
Nice. No, I meant like, okay, so you know how YouTube does like the Up next video play.
Oh.
You see that?
Well, okay.
Well, yeah, plug your channel away.
Fine. Well, self promo whenever I can.
Yeah, for sure.
It is It 2017 Scary in all caps, and then in normal caps, funniest bloopers and making of.
Oh, I think I've seen that one. It's really weird.
Rosario Marciano. Don't know who that is.
I don't know. I only asked because mine's kind of annoying, and I would keep looking over it. It's Jared Leto transforming into the Joker.
Okay.
Which I don't care. Like, I don't know why they think I care about that, because I don't watch anything that has to do with Jared Leto. Ooh, I've been wanting to watch that for ages.
I liked it. I know. I'd never seen it before either. I liked it.
Trying to think of what. Oh, my next video is gonna be my something. I just did two, so I'm like trying to. Hi, Kevin. Watch me over there. Kevin, come here. We're gonna be on screen. Try to see if I can pick her up and put her on the screen. Nope, she's not that one. Come here. Just gonna try. Yeah. Hello to the people.
Like,
okay, no, she's not.
Put me down.
Yep. Well, when Callie came over to rescue her, like, what are you doing? So my next video is gonna be the most likely to die review.
Oh, I watched that a while ago. I don't remember if I actually ended up reviewing it.
I don't know. But yeah, that'll be my next one. And then Paranormal Activity.
I'll be excited to see what you think about that one. I really like that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to watch my review. Even though I just can't give it. It was just like,
fine with it. I'm not gonna hate on you.
No. It was just like trying to copy off of Scream too much, and I was like, no.
Try to copy off of Scream?
Yeah,
Ooh,
most likely to die.
Now I'm really intrigued to watch your review. Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah. Yep. So that'll be the next one. Then my one after that will be my Paranormal Activity, and then probably the next one after that will be our deal.
Oh yeah.
So, to recap, on the 3rd, we are releasing something. We're not going to say what, but and then last minute plugs again for anybody who just came in or came in late. Both of our Patreons are down in the description below. So make sure to check those out if you can. Obviously, I'm pretty sure most people here are, but if you are not subscribed to both of us, please do so. And share our stuff.
Why not? We're awesome.
We're desperate. No, just kidding. We're both just not part of the
desperate.
No, we're just both not part of the YouTube partner program. So. A plague. If I guess it, do I get it first? What?
OCD, you're going way above my wine drinking ass this evening.
Got drunk Vicky over here? No.
It was a hefty glass of wine. I'm not drunk, but I feel
you can do drunk reviews. That'd be fun. I think there's a channel that does it though. I know there's like kitchen
that has done like tipsy videos before.
That's true. Oh, what are we releasing on the 3rd? Oh, sorry, we're both slow. That's the other thing we haven't gotten. I've got done watching John Wick 2. Nice.
Plague, if I guess it, do I get first?
Yes, we are releasing The Plague. A plague on both your houses.
Dino came back.
He did. Okay, but I actually am getting tired.
Yeah. Lily needs to go to bed because she's got work. She's a working girl. And I am an 80-year-old on the inside and also need sleep.
Well, Well, we should definitely do this again something soon. If you want to do like I know you got your once-a-month stream with Emma, but if you want to try to work something in, I am definitely down to stream again.
Yeah,
anytime.
we'll come up with something.
You want to do something.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with something to do because I feel like we answered every single question.
Not that kind of working, girl.
She works. She works at a job and makes money. Not like that, Dino. Cut it out.
We're not hating on sex workers by any means. I just don't do that. But no, so yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching this live stream again. I know I said it, but make sure you check out Vicky's channel, link in the description below, along with other stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your night.
Night, guys.